Stop itching it. Stop.
I can't.
What do you mean you can't?
It itches.
So wear a yarmulke.
That's not going to help.
Scratch it through the hat at least.
Dick's mad that I scraped some sebum off my scalp.
And then balled it up in your fingers and then flicked it on the fucking floor.
There we go.
Flicked it on my floor.
Well, it's just dirt.
Like you're picking your nose and flicking it outside.
What's different?
It's not just dirt. It's
What
goo that came out of your fucking head.
It all turns into nothing. It's nothing.
No, that's how you live in like a hovel, is thinking that that's how it works.
Yeah.
Thinking that dirt needs to be put in receptacles or in tissue papers is the correct way to do
You
it.
just vacuum it up. Who cares?
You vacuum your own shit
I
up.
do vacuum
I'm not here
my
to
own
vacuum
shit.
for you. Hey, today's episode is brought to you by All for One Treasure Hunt, the ultimate adventure app. The $10,000 treasure hunt starts right now.
Wait, we're kicking it off? We're in charge of this?
What do you mean we're kicking it off?
Well, I mean, is it the
I
beginning
just
of
read
the
the
treasure
fucking
hunt?
ad. Well, that's what the ad says.
Okay, so it starts
The
today.
treasure hunt is a place for you to discard your gross semen shit.
No, it's not. It's fun.
It's
Tell me about the treasure hunt. I don't know about the treasure
pre-roll.
hunt.
What are you talking about? I read it. That's how it goes.
Oh,
I do a
okay.
mid-roll. Haven't you heard an ad on a podcast before?
Well, that didn't tell anybody. Is there a URL or something?
All for One Treasure Hunt. It's an app. You download it.
In the
All for One Treasure Hunt. Jesus Christ. Welcome to the biggest
Doesn't tell
problem in the
anybody
universe.
anyone.
All for One Treasure Hunt. It's an app. Go on your fucking phone and download the app.
It's an app. How do I know it's
Well,
an
it
app?
doesn't say that on the read, does it? It
No,
just
it
says
doesn't,
All
but-
for One Treasure Hunt. It should say it's a fucking app. No, it does. It says the ultimate adventure app. Why don't you clear the
Is it on
sebum out of your
iPhone
fucking
and
brain?
Android? Is it on both devices?
You know what? You tell me. Go fucking try to download the All for One Treasure Hunt and tell me what it's not on.
Our first ad read is
Jesus
going swimmingly.
Christ.
Well, if you're going to do an ad read, I should know what it is.
Why?
Because people need to know where they can get it.
Oh, they're looking to... Oh, Vito, God. I'm just so baffled by what Dick read word for word from the ad. I'm too fucking confused.
If I did
Can
an
you
ad
sum it up for
and
me?
I just say, it's Jimbo Joe Jangles.
It would be...
Guys, get yourself Jimbo Joe Jangles, and then I just move on from it. It doesn't tell anybody anything.
If
you gotta
you
give 'em
did
a
an
little
ad,
fucking
it would be
context.
40 minutes of shilling.
No, I do
Working
great
your own
ads.
projects
I
in,
do
other
great
people's...
ads.
No, your ads are dog shit.
What are you
It's
talking
just
about?
shilling until people are so dead and numb and don't care about what you're selling anymore that they fucking hate it.
Guys, it's Blungos Jungos. Get it now. Doesn't
Now
tell
I want
anybody
more.
fucking
Now I
anything.
want more.
Yeah,
Now
exactly.
I'm gonna go get
exactly.
it.
I want more.
$10,000 treasure hunt starts now. What do you need more than that?
Well, guys.
You know what? You do the next fucking ad read so we can sit through a fucking hour and a half.
The treasure hunt is on.
What the fuck is this shit?
I mean, I want to know. Can I win $10,000?
Hello?
Is the audio popping again or
Is
something?
the audio not working?
Nobody's saying anything about the audio.
Yes, hi.
We got a phone call
Oh, you
here.
fucking bitch! More spam.
More spam. Well, we got a great show here today.
The only show that ranks every problem in the universe from
shitty ad reads.
from the war on drugs to Rekida's kids not getting enough hugs.
No.
That's from I don't know.
Oh, that's horrible.
How about from not uploading the live show to a girlfriend experience with Veto? It's a pretty good one.
Girlfriend experience.
Mike and Calcetera. I have the live show.
I heard you talking about that on the Dick show.
Yeah, the Veto experience.
Yeah. What's wrong with the Vito experience? It's a good experience. It's better than the Hackamania VIP meet and greet. What a waste of time that shit is. Wouldn't you rather hang out with Vito? Get yourself a
Where?
steak. We went to Peter Luger. It was great.
Yeah, where did you let the fan take me though?
That-
Fucking all you can eat Korean shithole buffet.
Look.
Where the tables were more grease than wood.
All right. I mean, I guess we could have went, but we would have had to go all the way to the strip.
And it wasn't all you can eat.
It wasn't. Well,
No.
I just whatever. I didn't think it made
You're
sense.
haranguing people to eat more. Don't you want some more to eat?
It's all
Man,
you can
we're
eat.
stuffed.
You guys suck at an all you can eat experience. Everybody ate white rice until they were full. I shouldn't have got white rice for the table because fucking Mint Salad and Riley were just like, oh, white rice. I'm like, don't you guys want all the fucking meat? And they're like, no, this is good.
It was enough. It's fine.
Completely wasted our money. Buffet. In terms of buffet anxiety, you guys are the fucking worst at the all you can eat.
Bro, it was perfectly fine, except that it was $80.
It was not $80. It was $35 a person.
But with tip and stuff.
If you tipped $55, you're a fucking idiot. All right, I didn't tell you to tip $55. You were fucking drunk out of your mind anyway. I
was a couple things.
Yeah, you were more than a couple things, but you went through the whole Nick Ricada experience.
For
How's that?
For
Ricada.
Solidarity.
Yeah, of course.
Just kidding.
JK.
I'm just kidding. What'd you think of Hackamania? I have the show.
Good.
I think we should paywall it. I think
I
should
don't
upload
think
it.
We should upload it at all.
That's not how this works.
I think it should
Jacko.
be. I think it should be like one of these legendary shows that was so good
You had to be there.
that you had to be there.
Well, that's not how it works, Vito.
Maybe we could put out like a director's cut. Like a couple bits.
Should we put your stand-up in the director's
We're
cut?
definitely. That was. I can't burn my material, so let's not.
You think that
do
was the worst stand-up of all time?
Let's not burn that material. It's very important to me as a stand-up.
What did Vinny say when he came back out after your
He said,
stand-up?
I thought pedophiles were funny. Which was
pedophiles were supposed to be
hold
funny.
on, that
doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense. And also, the audience didn't know me as a pedophile. Some of them might, but
the young ones did.
The young ones did. Well,
I remember that guy.
Apparently, some people, even before I started the set, they immediately walked. Because remember, there were some guys who were like, "I can't believe you're letting Vito and Dick come to Hackamania."
Oh yeah.
And there was a couple other guys who were no-selling my jokes.
What does that mean?
It means that they were just like stone-faced, not laughing.
The audience? Isn't that your job to make them laugh, though?
I think they were no-selling me. I think they were purposefully not laughing.
The audience sabotaged your comedy by not laughing? Is that what you're saying?
I told those same jokes at the Josh Denny Comedy Stand-Up Spectacular, and it went pretty good. It went pretty good.
That was one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life.
That's cool. It's fine. It is what
I thought you were just gonna walk off.
I probably should have. About like halfway through, I should have said, "Well, we got a great show
you guys.
for you tonight."
You don't want to laugh at shit?
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself. You don't think that's funny? You don't think the Jared thing's funny?
The Jared
Why not?
thing is funny.
Yeah.
I thought I was like, I'll just power through. Who cares? It's practice. I felt bad for the guy who had to go up after me after I walked half the room. I really fucked him.
It's
I told them not to put me up. Like I was like, let me go bomb, and then you guys can pick up the pace. I don't know. Oh.
Any regrets?
A lot of regrets. Vegas was if I could redo Vegas, I thought
our show was good. I mean, that wasn't our audience, but I thought it was good.
Really? I thought it was okay.
It was fine.
I mean, we had a lot of technical.
I don't think live shows are great though. I always think they're kind of bad.
Well, here I have some thoughts on how we should do it. Here's the problem.
It was 40 minutes late. That was a problem.
40
Audio
minutes
issues were
late,
bad,
so people are already
but,
kind of not in a great mood.
Yeah. Especially me.
And also, when I think about it, I went, we should have just done Aaron Imholt, Nick Ricada, Stuttering John.
That's what they want.
All they wanted.
That's all they wanted.
They're like, where's the Stuttering John material? Where's the Stut Joe?
Where's the Stut Joe, man?
And I'm like,
I came here for Stut Joe.
If we had done Biggest Problem.
Topical. What is this? Who are you making fun of with this? Is this like Seinfeld shit? Go back to the 90s, boys.
I should have. I mean, we're
fucking blew it.
I assume me and you riffing is just funny already, which it usually is. But honestly, having the live show experience, because we're not facing each other, as somebody brought up. We get a lot of comedy out of like being able to read each other.
Listen to me. I
can read you.
Live shows, if they are for podcasts, are shit.
Yeah.
Okay? Radio live shows, it's a big party. It's a lot of fun, but you're never going to get a good show out of it.
Was WHP was okay.
It was great. Every other show was great. But in my opinion, live shows are to be there and to party while you're there and to party a lot.
Yeah.
That's why I, put partying up at the very front. Show.
I think if you're going to do a live show, it's just got to be reference after reference that everybody can just go, I know that, I'm aware of this. Because WATP was just like, remember this, remember this.
WATP is great. No. Don't. Carl is great.
He's great. He's great because he understood what the audience wants. They wanted Stuttering John. They wanted Aaron Imholt.
Yeah.
They wanted Nick Ricada.
Yeah. He runs a tight ship.
What
like
was
Hitler.
your segment? Actually, your
Sup,
segment
Joe.
was hard. The food guy.
Oh, yeah.
That segment was hard because there wasn't a lot to comment on there. But your first segment was
Should have
good.
had you up for that, right?
I killed during the Aaron Imholt stuff. I was doing real good.
Yeah, you did. You were great.
I was doing great during that. That was my one moment of redemption that I had a couple good zingers for Aaron Imholt.
Always nice to start out a big comedy show weekend by
completely
totally
bombing.
fucking it up.
Yeah, well.
I am posting that to Patreon.
Okay, but don't post the stand-up.
I gotta. If
we
that
hit-
stand-up gets $10,000, I will ask.
And we'll think
I'll
about
ask.
it. I don't want to burn that.
Patrick
I don't want to burn that material. Can I post the
That material is
let
dead,
Me, let me
man.
post the Josh Denny stand-up first, because that went well, and it was the same fucking jokes, just a better audience. I was killing it, the Josh Denny fucking stand-up. Whatever. That's why
That goddamn audience didn't think I was funny at all.
I'm
What the fuck's
I'm
wrong
not
with
doing
them?
stand-up anymore. I never wanted to do. You know what? I always.
You came in hot. You were hot. You
Was
were
that
hot
it?
shit.
No. I
Came in thinking you were great.
No. I just thought I would make
You got
it.
humbled.
I thought I would make it through okay, but
You got humbled big time.
I don't think I'm a stand-up. I don't think it works because you know what I like? I like banter, and you can't really banter to yourself.
Yeah.
You do a little banter to yourself, but
Okay. Well, I'll be posting that
no.
at Patreon.
Well,
People
it's
can
it's
see for
my. I
themselves.
also have access to Patreon, and if that stand-up goes up, I will delete it.
Well, if it goes up even for a second, you're toast.
No.
Even for
No,
we've got
no,
shooters watching F5 like that.
Yeah, well.
All right. Women always having to win arguments won last week.
That was my problem.
Good job.
Thank you. Classic. You had a woman
true.
problem the week before, so I got mine in.
Ooh, the war on drugs was next. A lot of people really hype on the war on drugs. They really hate cocaine and love cigarettes for some reason. Cigarettes, cheeseburgers around kids? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Cocaine locked in a safe in the closet? No way. Straight to prison.
Was there a single bullet casing on the floor? Who knows what could have happened?
Yeah, it was hidden under a bunch of beers. Well, a kid could have got to that bullet casing when they were done pounding those beers.
The Rackets shit is so insufferable. Where you're like, I mean, like, yeah, he should drink a little less. That's it. You shouldn't go on streams and get too drunk. But other than that, you really think that guy, you know, whatever.
It's amazing. He looks totally healthy today. It's the only cocaine and alcohol addict that I've seen pop into
right
perfect
back.
shape in a couple days. It's really remarkable.
He had a good reason to drink on that drinking stream. I'm pretty sure if I lost a appeal lawsuit for $100,000, I'd probably want to.
You'd be eating right now.
I would be eating some tacos right now.
Two-fisted.
Either that or throwing
You'd have
up
a
in
fork
your
with
bathroom.
Your foot. Ow.
That's why I gained all that weight, because of the Eric July lawsuit. That was the problem.
Are you getting back on Ozempic? South Park did an Ozempic where they were doing the same thing you were
Well,
doing.
stock tip Vito just made a bunch of people rich.
Oh, that's not it. There it
You have-
is.
you have that
Vito, day trader
Yeah.
Vito, always with the hot stock
With your
tip.
him shit.
Hims is going to the roof. I told you. I tweeted. I said if they ever offer Ozempic on a fucking subscription plan, this stock's going to the moon. And they came
Now
out.
they're doing it.
They said not only are they doing it, it's going to be 1/10 the price of everybody else, and it's going to be on their little subscription basis.
That's amazing. So are you getting on it?
I'll get on theirs. Yeah.
You get on theirs. Okay.
I think I don't
When's
know how
that
long it's
happening?
going to take to roll out. I don't know if it's already out yet, but
Microplastic in your balls and then forgetting things while you travel. I forgot pretty much everything.
somebody asked what was the best buffet food in Vegas. You know what? That should have been my problem. I didn't get to buffet it up because
What was your buffet video that you posted on our channel? Where you're just in a buffet eating by yourself, pretending to be on a business call so they don't know you're streaming. What the fuck was
you
that?
watched that?
No, I read the comments.
I don't know, man.
What are you doing?
Oh, it was like 8 a.m. and we're always talking about buffets on this show.
What are you doing going to an all-you-can-eat buffet at 8 in the morning?
Because it's a breakfast buffet. It's nice.
Oh,
and I said,
lordy.
I said, would this be funny if I live stream this? And I live streamed it, and the answer is no, it's not really that funny or interesting at all. But, you know.
You got a series of big L's.
Comedy requires experimentation. I think people had more
I
fun
guess.
that afterwards I went to Frankensons. I think the second half of that video is fun.
So you just made people watch you eat?
They watched me
for like
eat,
an
and then they
hour?
watched me shop for toys at the Frankensons collectible show.
Wow. Is there anything else to you? Did you finish it off with shilling for Super Killer? And then
but once I have Super Killer in hands, I'm going to go to every person on Comic Row, and I'm going to give them a copy and be like, you
sell this?
should be selling Super Killer.
Okay.
What are you doing this weekend? You want to hit up that breakfast buffet?
No, I never want to hit up a breakfast buffet.
They got here's what's funny about it. It's 80% bread and potatoes. They have like 10 different potato dishes and like 20 different breads. It's like, you want a waffle, you want a pancake, you want a bread pudding, you want a
did this
French
to gear
toast.
up for Vegas? Like,
no, I did this to gear up for Frankensons. I need a little.
Okay.
It's a good deal. It's like $15.
It's just gluttonous.
I didn't eat that much.
Okay. Chris Tendifer says, if I could tell Nick one thing right now to make him feel better, it would be that Vito has been calling him his good friend all night.
I think multiple times in the episode I said Nick Ricade is not my friend.
MVC says, Nick may be in jail, but Vito is in a prison of his own choices. I don't know what that means. Ian says, Nick's mugshot is the best he's looked in months. Glad to see him looking so well. Was worried there for a bit. Me says, rip lawyer. Dat Boy says, I don't know why people think Dick is Nick's dad and needs to personally host an intervention and that Nick would even listen. People who don't want help won't accept it from anyone. I don't think he has a drinking problem. I think he's a government problem.
I think these battle lines are silly.
Yeah, everyone's really eager to make fun of somebody, and their advice is always, well, don't respond. Stay off the internet. You got to stay off the internet where I can make fun of you with impunity. You know?
But then it's also become like, well, I guess that means Eric July didn't commit charity fraud. And you're like, no, these are unrelated things.
That cocksucker.
I'm surprised he hasn't commented more. I mean, he offered to pay for Nick's rehab.
Yeah, when's that? Pay for his bail.
Paid for his bail, yeah. Pay for those kids to get a couple more cans of SpaghettiOs or whatever the fuck.
Alberto Hernandez says, Nick Arcade went from drinking in bars to drinking behind bars. Wow.
He can drink a little less. There was one stream you two were doing where he's talking about Eric July, and you're like, oh, don't say that, Nick.
Onion Desu says, Null's reaction to Rackets creeps me out. We all know he's jumping with joy inside. Would actually be funny if he just basked in it for a moment. Instead, he has to act like a woman and pretend to be concerned and blame people for this terrible situation as if he isn't loving it. Why do Kiwi Farms guys act like this? That's a good question. I also want to know that.
It is the worst possible
Why
situation.
can't you just take pleasure in someone hurting, which you obviously feel? Why do you have to have this weird trolls remorse and warp everything like you're some kind of Zostrian?
Well, they're retards because they're like, hey, we're really going to help Nick Ricade's kids by
putting all
finding
this
church footage and trying to pay for the body
I'm fundraising
cam.
to get the body cam footage so I can see the kids get traumatized by the cops so I can help them. What part of that don't you understand?
I will say that because of the Nick Ricade thing, and even I don't know if you saw Alex Stein went on Tim Pool was talking about it to thousands, tens of thousands of people.
Oh, really?
This is like I think what's going on in this weird, stupid internet space.
It's a grift apocalypse.
This is America's drama now. Other than P. Diddy, this is the biggest ongoing multi-personal drama of all time, and I feel like we're not at the center of it, but we're right there. And I also feel like we caused it.
What do you mean we? Because of the Eric July thing?
Well, yeah.
Well, Eric July and Yellow Flash turned on Nick and drove him to vices, like drinking and cocaine. They caused it. Eric July and Yellow Flash caused all this.
Well, Tony from Hack the Movies caused this, but
I like him, so he didn't.
We should call it, this is the Tonyverse. Someone's got to make a detailed timeline leading out from Tony from Hack the Movies. The fucking grid and the little strings going everywhere.
Big Z says, I like how the show gets increasingly more complicated every episode. New props, costumes, masks, fog machines, and puppets. Pretty soon, Dick's going to need a trunk to haul all this shit around, and he'll have to hire someone to do pyrotechnics and laser lights. You get Sean on board too, man in the morning. Yeah, pyrotechnics, that would be.
We're the morning zoo at this point.
How tall is Vito? Brody Mullet says. I'm 6'3" and was up to 365, so I know what it's like to be obese.
Jeez.
Keep going, Vito. Down to 275.
Okay.
And love being under 300s. Just stop eating sugar and carbs. Got a
little sugar in this coffee.
Get a pen so you can write this down. Stop eating sugar and carbs and stick to lean meats And if you need some fat, have a lil cheese, he says. Lil cheese.
I had 2 hot dogs for breakfast. And I took a slice of Velveeta and I cut it in half and I put that at the bottom of the buns.
What's this?
Velveeta. It's like American cheese.
Is it a slice of cheese?
It's a slice of cheese. Yeah, processed cheese food.
Okay.
It comes in slices.
It comes in slices.
I don't actually like it, but
I mean, no one thinks you're eating this stuff because you like it.
well, I bought it thinking you're supposed to make mac and cheese with a little bit of Velveeta.
Okay.
Do you know
okay.
that? Because of the
No.
emulsifying salts contained
Okay.
inside.
All right.
And then I fried up some shallots in the pan. I love shallots.
Okay.
And I put some jalapenos on there.
That was for
and
breakfast?
some yellow mustard. That's the only thing I've eaten today. I mean, breakfast probably
What was
ate
breakfast?
at noon.
Noon.
I didn't have anything else today to eat, I don't think.
Okay.
Natural casing Franks. Those are at least that.
Okay.
I don't know if that's not any better. It tastes
Halcyon
better.
Days says if Nick was an atheist, he would be a free man. Very true. Okay, that's all the comments I have for today.
I did want to say, if we're talking about the show getting ever more complicated, I saw somebody posted on the PKA board my comment about how PKA is a hard show to get into. And the PKA fan base agrees with me. Where they're like, well, I kind of see what he's saying.
Wait, on Reddit?
Yeah, on Reddit.
Because their Reddit fan base fucking hates them.
Do they?
Yeah, every show, the Reddit fan base eventually just turns into seething hatred.
All right.
It's crazy.
I think my understanding was spot on.
They probably all love you. You're gonna be the only radio host.
I get some good comments on the Reddit. Yeah. I check the Destiny board sometimes. I go, that Vito guy is pretty good.
Yeah.
We got to get Destiny back on. He's in the Middle East right now.
He's in Israel?
He's in Israel.
Oh, because all the money they're giving him to shill for Israel, he had to go pick it up
He's having a
personally.
lot. He's on a whole Israel tear. It's like a whole thing for him. It's very interesting. We'll have to have him on sometime. Well, Dick, I have a very exciting
I'll wear a
segment.
bulletproof vest.
Yeah.
So he doesn't assassinate
We'll go to the
me.
Wailing Wall.
How much do you think Israel's paying him for all the shilling he's doing?
Come on. Destiny is not getting paid off by the Jews.
Just a little
He's,
tip. Just to keep it fair, right? Keep it fair.
Keep it fair. Well,
How
maybe
much
they're
do you think
paying for
giving
his
him?
travel. I don't know. He's having a time. He's checking all the checkpoints.
You see that the Nikki Haley pictures at the Wailing Wall?
No, I didn't see that.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see Destiny fighting with your good friend Dave Smith?
Oh, yeah? Is he?
Yeah, because
Dave Smith backed out of a debate, probably.
Yeah, I think he did
Chicken
back
shit
out of
Dave
a debate.
Smith, who backed out of running for Libertarian president.
Yeah.
Just wanted the attention. Didn't want to do the hard work, though.
And now you gotta,
I'm a Libertarian
now you gotta-
president. Oh, it's work? Oh, never mind. I just want to go on I just want to get attention on my podcast.
Did he win or did he run? Or
No, he didn't run. Some weird fucking lunatic won.
Well, this year.
You didn't think libertarians could be embarrassed any more than they are?
Yeah.
And then they elect a clown show, a literal embodiment of a fucking clown show.
I don't
to
know.
their-
Does anything happening with the Libertarian Party really matter? How
Well,
many
it's
votes do
supposed
they
to be
control
about educating people,
on
they're-
personal freedoms?
and then they should all back whatever candidate is the most libertarian, right? But they
Yeah.
don't do that because most of them are autistic. And they
Yeah.
don't understand what the point of them is.
I don't know how big the Libertarian voting bloc is, but it does seem
It's like 3%.
if they all went for. I know Trump spoke to them, right? So he's trying to get that vote.
Did he have enough? Did he speak to them about Israel? Was Trump telling the Libertarian Party how important Israel is in this election?
All I know is I'm seeing the billboards that I would never vote for a felon.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of fuckery from Biden. Did you see the news story that Trump had a video saying we're going to usher in a Reich? Did you see that?
Nah.
It turned out that it was just a video that, you can get like templates for videos,
Okay.
and it's just like a bunch of stock images or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, that's just a stock thing of like an old-timey newspaper from like, with a bunch of old-timey news articles. Like this black woman used it for her music video. It's just
Yeah.
like nobody looked at the stock images to see that it was
Oh,
an
it
old,
said
like,
there was a new Reich.
yeah, it's like a
coming?
World War II era like newspaper article, and they're trying to say Trump's guys hid it in there.
Who
'cause
even
he's a
fucking
Nazi.
cares anymore?
Biden did fucking. It's crazy. Politics is crazy.
I don't know. I don't care this time.
I don't like the lying.
I like the wall shit. That was funny. But who cares about there's no more wall. We don't need a wall anymore.
Well, at least you got Nick Fuentes back, so there's a little bit of comedy coming back into politics.
Yeah, at least I got Nick Fuentes back.
At least
That's
you got
true.
Nick. You can always look on the Nazi side of things. Anyway, Dick, I have a very famous segment that I'd love to talk about. It's called Vote It Up.
Perfect. Fucking perfect.
$10,000 treasure hunt! Yeah!
All for one treasure hunt.
All for
app.
one. App.
Download it with your computer, phone.
Costco and fabrics of your trap. Those family foxes can't
I like having a little intro and outro we get to riff on.
Oh, you like that?
It's kind of fun. Guys,
Turn the vocals up.
Yeah,
Don't
well,
make me fucking strain to listen to your joke. Turn the fucking vocals up.
Let the vocals be very clear and dominant, because otherwise they get lost in the mix.
They don't have to be good. They just have to be loud.
Yeah. Well, guys, this is Voted Up. Do I really need to introduce it? You know this segment. We're talking about past problems, putting them in a new light. Well, Dick, from bonus episode number 3, which is that's a callback. You brought in, I believe, this problem. That was the biggest problem in, 2023? And you said the biggest problem in 2023 was GameStop stock.
Oh, man.
Not buying GameStop stock.
Are they going to fuck him?
Roaring Kitty?
Yeah. Is he gonna get his $1 billion?
Well, it remains to be seen. GameStop stock has been on a wild ride this past month as investor influencer Roaring Kitty returned to the web after 3 years. His reappearance caused the stock to rise by as much as 600%, running from $10 all the way to $63 last night. But by today's opening bell, prices had fallen back down to $28 a share, meaning the $1,500 I thought I was going to have turned into like negative $300.
Stock tip Vito.
Well,
Day trader Vito. Always with the
I
hot
was
stock
up.
tip.
It felt pretty good for a second there. I didn't know it was going to get cut in half in a fucking day. This was a windfall, of course, for investors who got in early, but big losses
I'm
for
down.
those who jumped
I'm down
in
too
late.
today, Vito. 0.12%.
Oh, you and your S&P should have bought him.
Oh, actually, that's not true. I'm also up 5% divided by 12 is.
Fair enough. Hims is still killing it, though. Everybody's on that Hims train. Anyway, we'll see what's going to happen. I think the interesting thing, though, is it's not a short situation anymore. He basically, he did a live stream today.
But it is a short situation. But yeah.
Well, the outstanding shorts are not as intense as they were 3 years ago. I don't think previously.
I guess we'll see.
Well, his live stream, he didn't even talk, as far as I understand, much about a short situation. He just said, "I like the stock and I think it's a good company."
Yeah, because he doesn't want to go to fucking jail.
Yeah, I was gonna say
That's
very
why
possible.
he's also acting all fucking retarded. Like, oh, look, I'm not manipulating stock. See, it went down.
It does seem like that might have just been him trying to get away from who handles that? I don't know, FTC? SEC. Trying to make sure he doesn't get in trouble because they want to nail him for manipulating stock prices. But if all he says is, I like the stock and I bought the stock because I like the stock, they can't really do anything.
They can.
Well, they can.
I don't know where you think
but
we are.
You're going to have to prove it in court.
Trump gave a woman money, and he's going to jail.
Oh, well, you can't use campaign finance funds
fuck off.
to pay off a hooker. That's against
actually,
the
he
rules.
didn't.
He didn't.
No, he didn't.
Oh,
they wanted him to have put that as a campaign finance charge.
Okay.
That's what he's getting.
But they're saying, well...
Do you actually think that's legitimate in any way, what's happening to Trump?
I think it should be like a slap on the wrist situation.
Like a misdemeanor?
Yeah. I think it
Okay.
should be like a little thing.
So 35 felonies and going to prison?
Right. He should probably pay a fine or something. But that other guy already went to prison, which sucks.
Who?
His campaign finance manager. Didn't that guy get
Cohen?
2 years for that? Was it Cohen?
I don't know. I don't know anything about him.
He already served his time. That's doubled jeopardy. You can't get a second guy.
Double jeopardy, bro.
Only one guy paid the fine. How can they both pay off a hooker? That's only one guy.
Fucking goddamn hooker. All women will pay for that, for her transgressions against
against womankind, against
Against
America,
me.
against the state.
Trump just looks so sad and worn out. So I thought, some whore did this to you, man.
He lost a lot of
This
weight,
is-
though. I think he's doing the Ozempic as well.
You think so?
He's a lot skinnier.
He is. I don't like it. He looks sick.
I think it's, well, he might just be getting old. Fat starts to run off you when you're old. You're not eating as much.
Oh, it does?
You ever met a fat old person?
No, because they die.
Yeah.
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 Not because it runs off them.
Well, old people don't eat a lot. That's why they always have, like, senior fucking breakfasts, and it's like cottage
like a
cheese and
couple
a
nuts.
slice of peaches or something.
Yeah, that's true.
They don't eat a bunch. Anyway, guys, GameStop stock currently number 471 with 107 upvotes. If you lost on GameStop stock, make sure to vote it up. Dick, I got another problem from bonus episode 2. Even
And then GameStop said
farther
they're going to sell
back.
like 75 million new shares. Like, you fucking cocksuckers.
Well, if I was GameStop and all of a sudden the price of my company is times 6, it's like, why not cash in? Why don't I get to run a little scam? Clearly,
you know-
all these fucking meme stock guys are getting in on some fucking
How about
scam.
a little something for the effort? You already got everybody the first time around. You got to do it again? Come on, man.
If everybody's fucking around, why can't they fuck around? I would fuck around.
They already did. They had to do it again, though.
I just wish you guys could pick one of the meme stock companies I own. I got a bunch of fucking Virgin Galactic sitting around. Can you guys pump that
Why do you
shit?
have that?
It's still possible that they could bring that. It's so cheap now. It's like $1 a share.
What the hell kind of sense does that make?
Virgin
Do you
Galactic.
buy more of it?
A little bit. I got
For the
in.
stock I got, it's $1. Check that out.
Look, it's a long shot, but long shots are fun. It's possible
Okay.
that space exploration and asteroid mining, that they get to play a little part of it, bring a little platinum back to Earth. Never say never. Dick, from bonus episode number 2, this is a problem I think most of our audience is suffering from. It's called having a small penis.
Oh, is that a problem? We had on this show?
That was a problem we had on the show. That's a classic one. Well, guys, I have good news.
thought you were going to say
For
I have a
all of
small
you.
penis. Well, guys, I have a small
As a small penis haver, I've got big news for all of you. According to the
right.
New York Post, penis filler treatments are a growing craze, with tens of thousands of men, maybe as many as millions of men, choosing to have their penises injected with hyaluronic acid.
Say that slower. Let me write. Acid? No, you got to rename that.
That's what I
Never
thought when I
mind.
heard it. I'm like, you
Joe,
guys are
yeah.
injecting acid
Penis?
into
Yeah,
your
acid.
dick?
No.
Holy shit. Hyaluronic. You want to try and spell it?
No.
Okay,
Google
well,
will do it.
Google will do it.
Where can I go get this? Is it going to make my penis longer?
It will increase the girth of your penis and add as much as 2 inches to the length.
What?
It's happening. Hyaluronic acid is a chemical found in eye and joint fluid, which makes it more biocompatible than silicone and other implants.
Can I get a woman's eyeball on my dick? Will that work too? Get your fucking eyeballs
squirt her
all
eye
over.
juice up the
just
shaft?
Fucking beat it out of her like
Ow.
a bear bile duct. You know?
Here's the problem: is that you're going to need a lot of this stuff. Prices
No
range
price is no object.
from $11,000 to up to $20,000 for a full round of treatment.
How long does that last?
It goes up in cost depending on the number of injections. It can be.
I want to inject it every single second of the day.
Well, it can take up to 10 to 20 syringes to get your dick to the proper size.
$200,000?
$20,000. $20,000.
That's the whole thing?
$20,000 for the whole thing. They're going to inject 20 needles into your dick. I mean, probably the same needle 20 times. You know, you could go all around.
A guy is going to inject it into my dick or a
guy
woman?
is going to inject it into your dick.
How much more is it for a woman to do it?
I would not trust a woman to put a needle in my dick because she doesn't know what a dick is.
Trust, she knows.
She,
I'll know. I'll know if she knows.
You can.
The guy only knows his own dick, though, unless it's a gay doctor.
I don't know. I saw a picture of you know what? This article had an Asian guy smiling, and that's how I know it works. Because he looked very pleased
What about
with
your
himself.
ego-eye
He
donkey
looked
powder
very
shit?
pleased with himself. Yeah, well, that's what they were using. This is better. They're like, if I eat donkey powder, my dick will grow. Now
So I
we
can
have
inject acid into my penis?
Inject acid into your penis.
Can
Any
Keffels
kind
get
of
me some-
household acid. Just try it out.
Can Keffels help me out with this?
Keffels will get you, a couple things of a Drano and fucking windshield wiper
Nah,
fluid.
she's got good stuff. She's got the good stuff. That's why everyone's so pissed at her.
She's not making her dick bigger. She's making the dick smaller. She's
got no
going in
dick.
reverse.
So she's there for helping everybody
Wait,
out.
Kevels has a dick, I'm pretty sure.
No.
Kevels confirmed that she had her dick cut off?
I don't know. She's in the hospital, like, laying down, and her dad's there or some shit. Look.
Okay.
You're looking at Keffels, you're sensing a penis there?
I don't know.
I don't think so, man.
I mean, she got the 100,000. Might as well chop off that dick. Well, the results begin instantly. Full effects will not be
Got that hot
seen
girlfriend,
and
too,
felt.
that hot Irish girlfriend. Remember her? I'd like to,
Okay.
Shit,
Is this a couple
Shit, I got rid of my
now?
penis. Now I really need it, right?
Guys,
That's the last thing you want.
That's the last thing
you
you
get
want.
stuck with a hot lesbian and you've chopped your dick off.
It's a terrible situation.
Just saying. Don't you agree?
I can't begin to empathize with the idea of, having a open wound between my legs. So I don't know what to do with that
and
at
you
all.
Can't drive, right?
Can't drive. I hear about a lot of dull sensations. All I know, guys, is if you are going to inject acid into your penis, remember that intercourse is discouraged for 48 hours after the surgery. So don't take that acid dick and just put it in any lady. You gotta
If my
wait.
dick was big enough, I would never have sex again.
Yeah.
Like, what do I need you for? My dick's 10 feet long.
There you go. You don't need
I
the
need a bunch of
validation.
whores slobbering all over it.
No.
That's all I need.
I kind of want to try it. I mean, you got your balls embiggened. Maybe
That was awesome.
Maybe some dick embiggening would be a good time.
I'm not. It's got to be called something different, though. It can't be called acid.
Well, it's called penis filler treatment. You can invent whatever it's called.
Sounds too much like lip filler.
Well, that's kind of was I think
I need
the
like
idea.
a Mountain Dew name.
I think the idea was that it's similar to a
Baja
lip.
Blast.
Baja Blast up my penis.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get that
A
tropical
Rocky Surge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give
Rocky
me that.
Surge.
Surge. I'm on that surge.
Is that
bro.
like when you go to the gas station, got all those dick pills, and it's like
Rhino.
Ultra 100% Gold Jammer, put it in the pocket.
And they're in like metal pills.
Yeah,
It's like, what the
silver and gold.
fuck? What the hell's going on?
Silver and gold. Guys, having a small penis is currently number 41. It's in the top 50. But I think we might have to downvote it now that we have a solution. This might be a voted down situation.
Somebody try it.
I mean, it's still a big problem, though. That's the reason you got to pay $20,000, because it is a big problem, and men are paying out the ass to make it, paying out the dick to make it a
not a
little bit
saying.
bigger. This has been Voted Up.
Okay.
Take care of yourself. God bless America.
The Baja Boner. Baja Boner blow up.
Yeah.
Costco and fabrics of
Drop dick thunder.
Make it big.
Big up your dick.
biggest problem not show.
Go to the fucking website. You guys are not going to the website. Participate in the process, you cocksuckers. This is an interactive show. You can be part of the
Oh, I
process.
can't wait till you post your stand-up.
I'm not posting that stand-up.
10,000. You got to agree. If it hits 10,000,
No, we already have a
it's in
10,000.
play. We're not at
12,000.
10,000.
I'm saying 10,000. We already agreed to post the show, the dueling show pitches.
Oh,
the stand-up has to
yeah,
be-
but that's not working. People aren't paying for that.
Well,
They don't care.
We'll talk.
Got to be something good.
We can talk about other ways to help
We're
people
talking
out.
about right now. What do you mean? We can talk about it. What do you want to fucking try to Shanghai me off camera?
What are you doing?
I'm reading an ad.
Oh, okay. This
40
is-
minutes in.
this is the mid-roll.
Today's episode, I was going to segue it.
I
but
thought
then
I
you
was going to
asked-
read the ad, the mid-roll.
No. You're not trustworthy.
What do you mean? I do
You
a
sold
great ad
everybody on a
read.
fucking comic that never got delivered. And it never will be.
You're such an idiot.
You have no credibility. Today's episode is brought to you by All for One Treasure Hunt. Every month, a $10,000 cash prize is hidden somewhere in America.
Oh, this is monthly.
Yes, the first person to find the treasure keeps the cash. It's free money. In the app, new clues appear every half hour to help you find it. Additionally, there are millions of side quests available all across America for you to compete, mini games, and special prizes. The Hunt, a random player will win a mod retro chromatic Game Boy console. I'm sure you do you know what that is?
I think that's that new thing that Palmer Lucky's putting together.
Really?
I might be wrong.
That guy's ripping on Jason Calcanis, which I love because
Yeah.
he's a fucking fruit.
Well, I don't want to speak out of turn. I don't know.
Here's an exclusive clue for this hunt, only for Biggest Problem in the Universe listeners. While Super Killer might fail and Nick Ricada is in jail, pour yourself an ale and set sail where there are no whales to uncover the veil. Look for the quail. That's the clue.
That's the clue to find 10 grand.
Download the All-for-One treasure hunt on both Android and iOS. You finally get your fucking instructions at allforone.cash. The $10,000 treasure is up for grabs, and the hunt just started. The only thing standing between you and the treasure is greed. Good luck.
That's a big clue.
The quail?
Yeah, I already know where it is, but I'm not going to go.
Where is it? Somebody messaged me. They found. I know about this app. Somebody messaged me that they knew where it was.
Really?
But they needed somebody in that area.
Oh, to go pick it up.
Yeah, I don't know. What
I was
going to
say, listeners of this show could form like a little group and share information.
Yeah.
Seems like the guys who win this thing are like little treasure hunting, like cabals of guys work together.
Well, you could start when
if you can find Shia LaBeouf's fucking art installation, I would assume you guys can find some fucking...
Super Killer might fail. I like that part.
I don't like that part, and I feel like ad reads should not be directed at my projects. I feel like they could just talk about how great the product is.
You could have just had your product out
Not
in
at my
December, like you
expense.
said, and then it wouldn't be this wouldn't be happening.
What can you do?
Okay, it's your problem.
I'm the big winner. I'm the big winner. Dick, we had a little situation last Friday.
Uh-huh.
I think we talked about it, but I feel we can go a little deeper into it.
Oh, yeah.
So we were going to Vegas,
Uh-huh.
and one thing you should do if you're going on vacation, at least I do, is I go to the USPS website, the United States Postal Office, and I put a hold on my mail. And what
Okay.
that does is it tells the postman to not bring mail and packages to my house because I will be out of town and I will not be there to take them inside before the black teenagers come by, or Asian teenagers, any kind of teenagers.
Right.
Teenagers see
you
a
already
package.
said it. Everyone already knows you think that.
I mean, it's L.A. What are you going to say?
Yeah.
It is. A lot of Hispanics are stealing the packages as well. Your people are getting in on it. I've seen a couple whites.
Uh-huh.
I'll just say package theft is a big problem in L.A. You don't want it sitting outside your house. So I set up the hold mail for Thursday, and I was at home on Thursday, and then they brought me my mail, and I said, well, that wasn't supposed to happen. Okay. So I missed the first mail guy, but then a second mail guy came by, and I said, hey, I put a hold mail on this. Why are you guys delivering the mail? And he said, oh, it'll be fine tomorrow.
Okay.
And for some reason, I believed him.
Yeah, that's obviously not right.
Well, and then
that guy doesn't know.
Right. Well,
you could have fucked it up. He doesn't know either way. That's the worst advice to give.
Well, for some reason, I trusted him. And then on Thursday, I left. So I left for Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Then I wake up on Friday morning, and I check my mail, and it says, good news. Your package will be arriving today.
All the toys that you ordered.
It's not toys. It's magic cards.
Okay.
I ordered about $1,000 worth of magic cards. Not for myself. Kind of for myself, but not entirely. It's for me to sell on this Whatnot app. Please follow me on Whatnot at Vito Comedy. We've been having a lot of fun selling things. Anyway,
You couldn't wait? Like, you knew that we were doing a show. You couldn't
They had
wait
a sale.
couple days?
They had a sale.
Was the sale like a 10-minute sale?
It was
or
like a one-day sale.
1 day only.
Yeah, I had to get in, and I didn't anticipate that it would be delivered during the show, and I also figured, well, I've put a hold on my mail many times in the past.
Yeah.
Clearly, this will be a situation that can I just do that, and it's simple.
Yeah, that's fine.
Then, of course, they delivered the $1,000 worth of magic cards to my house, and I had to text my good friend Dick Madison, who refused to pick up my phone calls for some stupid reason.
Because, man, I'm doing other shit.
It's easy for me to just talk to you really quickly.
It's easy for you. I'm doing other stuff. I don't want to be interrupted.
You're retarded. Just pick up the phone.
No. If you pick up the phone, you might get sucked into like a 10, 20-minute...
I don't do that. And you got to be... Anybody can cut off a conversation. Just say you're doing something. Anyway, I said, can you go pick up my package? And apparently it was a big problem, even though you only live like half an hour from me.
Well, because it wasn't delivered yet. You're like, oh, it's going to be delivered today. I'll tell you when it gets there.
Yeah, and then it got there. You didn't miss it. You got there and it was already there.
Yeah, I left because it was there.
Okay. I'm sorry that I asked you for help.
I mean...
If something happened to you, I'd come over and I'd help you.
These things don't happen to me, though. I would ask the neighbor.
Yeah, well,
How
I
come you don't
heard
know
you
your
on your
neighbors?
show. I know one of my neighbors, but I don't know if she still lives there. And the other neighbor, I don't have their fucking number or anything.
You got to know your neighbors, man.
I've thought about it.
You got to knock. Hey, what's up? I'm your neighbor.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know. I don't want to get too friendly with these people.
Why?
Well, because part of the problem is that one of them, one day I was like outside. She goes, "Hey, you're Vito, right?" And I went, "Yeah." She said, "I saw you on Popcorn Planet." And I was like, "Oh, that's not good. That's
Why?
not good." Well, because like if I do something like, let's say I don't know.
So your neighbor knows who you are.
Yeah.
What, you don't want to be friends with her because you're too good for her? You're better than her?
I'm saying, like, let's say something happens, like, I don't know, I break a window. I don't know what would happen.
What? What do
I
you
don't
really
know.
think?
I honestly, I don't know. It's just one of those
Let's
things.
say you break a window, then what? She's going to,
She's going to go, "Hey, that guy is like," you're like, let's say,
she's going to report
let's say
stuff that you're doing?
Let's say I have a loud argument on the phone and she overhears it or something.
Oh, she's going to go straight to Kiwi
She could
Farms.
go, yeah, exactly. She should
You
go,
could have an Aaron Imholt
"Hey,
situation.
you know that
at
Vito
your-
guy? Here's the thing is I live next to that guy, and he was on the phone yelling at Dick Masterson." Or, a courier came to his house and dropped off a mysterious package, maybe
You
of
are way too
drugs
worried about
or
this
something.
shit. Yeah.
I don't know.
Is that really why?
No, I'm just allergic
Did you make all
to
that
human...
stuff up about what she said about
No,
Popcorn
she
Planet?
did say that about Popcorn Planet. She did see me on the internet, so they're aware that I'm like a...
But you are uncomfortable about that.
Not really. I don't know. I thought it was actually kind of cool. Then I'm like, oh, that's cool that
Is
the
she
show's
hot?
getting around. She lives with her boyfriend or husband or something.
Well,
I'm not. No,
could be
I
a
already know. I
swinger,
already know about
you know?
that poly shit. I don't want any part of it. No, they're nice. I've been meaning to give them a. They're like gamers too. I've been meaning to give them a Sega Genesis. I should
It's like
just go over there.
home.
Yeah, just like hey, I got a bunch of
housewarming
these
present?
lying around. If you guys want one,
Oh, okay.
I should make friends. I don't know. I'm just slow to do anything. People move in, and I'm like slow to say hi or anything.
I saw you on Popcorn Planet, and you
Saw you
thought,
on Popcorn
and you were like
Planet.
a snap zoom, like, oh no, I gotta get out of here.
You never know. Let's see. So here's the thing: is that the U.S. Post Office. I then call. You can't just call your post office for some fucking reason. They don't list their phone number anywhere. So I got.
Why would you want to call them?
To tell them to pick up, to not deliver my mail. That's the only reason. So then I called the main postal office people, and they go, "Yeah, you're supposed to have a hold on that. That's pretty crazy, huh?" And I'm like, "Kind of crazy. I'm gonna have $1,000 worth of shit sitting outside my house." And they give me the phone number to the post office, and wouldn't you know it, just rings off the hook. Nobody
Yeah.
picks up.
Why don't you have a P.O. box?
I do have a PO box.
Why don't you ship it there?
I guess because normally I'm home and I get a lot of stupid packages.
So you elected to ship $1,000 of stuff to your house when you knew you'd be out of town around that time.
I had a hold on the mail. It should have worked. And you bring up an excellent point, and we're going to get into it. So my problem is the U.S. Post Office, a very unprofitable venture for the United States. In quarter one of 2024, the U.S. Postal Service reported a $2.1 billion loss, which is double its $1 billion loss from last year. So if we keep that up, we're just going to keep throwing money down the toilet.
Yeah.
Last year in 2023, they ended the year with a $6.5 billion net loss, and this year they expect similar results. Not figuring
You want
out.
to get rid of them?
Well, apparently all the money. You know why they're all this
Ads.
money? Ads.
Wait. All this money what?
Why all this money? Why it's costing them so much money? Is
Because what they do is retarded?
well, there's two reasons. One
Okay.
is that for some reason the post office is required to pay in like a shit ton of money into Social Security, like more
Yeah.
than other governmental branches.
Yeah.
And all the postal workers are getting like crazy fucking Social Security benefits for some reason. They get a
Great.
crazy package.
the government,
So it's not
man.
even money that we're spending on making the mail service better. It's money we're spending on old former postal employees who are just sitting around thinking about all the mail they carried. They're getting
Yeah.
big checks. One big problem that the USPS...
You remember when Democrats were like all about the post office, like during COVID,
yeah.
and they wanted to make everyone buy stamps to support the post office?
I don't remember that.
Oh yeah,
You ever buy stamps? You
It.
big stamp guy?
No, I only buy stamps when I need them.
I'm just fucking with you. I don't know. Here's a big problem that has been happening. So you bring up the P.O. box, right?
Yeah.
That's a safe place for your package.
I mean, I have a UPS store P.O. box.
Okay. Well,
don't
that's
trust-
probably a lot better.
Yeah.
Because one of the problems with the U.S. Post Office is they've been using the same keys for about 70 years.
Oh, that's cool.
And what's also cool is that people have realized you can just steal one of those keys and 3D print it. Those files, I think, are just widely available on the internet.
Oh.
And those master keys will unlock every P.O. box,
Okay.
every one of those apartment complex mailboxes, the ones that swing
Yeah.
open so they can put all the mail in those, and just the regular post boxes that you see on
And that's online? You can 3D print that,
I
you
think,
saying?
yeah. Well,
Just
they're
warning people so you don't trust the post office with your shit.
I think some of them are, they're geographic based. They might be a little different from state to state or whatever.
Sure. Yeah.
But apparently those files are floating around because they've just got all these photos of scumbags going up to P.O. Box and going, "What's in here? What's
great.
in here?"
That's great.
Going to the apartment complexes. I mean, you can get everything. That whole box, it's everybody's mail. Swing it
Yeah.
on open. The point is, I don't know if you've ever been to the post office. You just stand in line. It's a pain in the ass. The people who work at the post office are mean for no reason.
Yeah, I mean, especially if they're making all this money.
I mean, I guess that I would assume
People always fuck up though. Like they come in
I
with
know.
like a pocket full of like sand and shit from the beach. And they're like, "Here, can I
mail this.
can I mail this?" I'm like, "How would I mail that?"
I get that the majority of the people you're dealing with are probably complete morons, but man, like,
It's also impossible to know how much anything is to ship anything.
yeah, that's well, ever since I discovered that online shipping that can actually estimate it for you.
Yeah.
But you'll go in with like a tiny thing and you're like, "Oh, this will cost nothing." And then they go like, "That'll be
$70.
$70. You're
Okay.
like, "How the fuck does that happen?" My one time with the post office, I used to get driven nuts when I used to
I go in and say, "Hey, how do I send this money to Israel?"
Right.
And they say, "Oh, that'll be surprisingly that'll be
Right on
$300." Like, oh man,
Right
I can't
on
even give
through.
them money. Where's Trump when I need him?
The meanest guy at my local post office, I saw like a nice family, and they come in and they're like, "We have to get the passport. We have to get the passport." He's like, you need 3 forms of identification. Okay,
Yeah.
I can't help you." And I'm like,
Yeah.
just tell them normally. When I lived in Oakland, the worst was that they had a
They have 2 different types of autism at the post office. You get angry autism
Yeah.
and like just like Rain Man autism.
Yeah.
Like the guy that will help you with anything, and then the other guy's just
Post
like,
office
angry
is
for no
really
reason.
unsecure. Have you ever driven to the back dock to just drop off packages?
Yeah,
Okay, you just dump them in a bin
yeah.
that anyone can access, and there's
You
no
know,
one there.
It's just a bunch of crap. What do
I
you?
finally went to I recently went to the post office. I'm like, I guess I'll drop these packages at the back dock. And there was a sign that said, "Due to rampant package theft, please do not drop your packages
Okay.
in this bin anymore."
Yeah.
And then you look in, you could just go to the post office and just hang out. There's no one in there.
Hang out?
Yeah, I go to the back dock and I'm looking in because I had a question. I'm like, which bin do I put it in? And I just look in and there's fucking no one in there and the doors are unlocked.
Yeah,
And I'm like, I
okay.
could just go to the post office and just, I don't know, start stealing mail, start fucking around.
I mean, you can do crimes.
But there
that
should
are
be,
not
there should
felonies.
be
You
people
can
there.
just go steal from stores.
There should be a guy.
No, it
to
doesn't need
pick
to
up the
be any
fucking
more
phone.
expensive than it is.
Well, whatever. Anyway, guys, the U.S. Post Office, it's losing money. All the keys are getting into the hands of ne'er-do-wells.
Yeah.
And your packages are being stolen from the back door.
Mm-hmm.
And they're mean. Mean people. I do miss when they would just kill each other, though, and kill all their... that was
What are you
cool.
talking about?
When remember Going Postal? When all
Oh,
the postal
yeah.
employees just hated their lives
Yeah, that was
so
fun.
much.
Now all the trans people are doing that.
Stop it.
took
That's
it.
horrible.
What?
What do you mean the trans people? Oh, they're not killing each other.
I mean, I don't. Killing people.
What are you
Post office
talking
wasn't
about?
killing each other. It was one person.
Yeah, it was
going
one
on a
person
rampage.
gunning down a bunch of people. The trans people are not doing that.
Yeah, they are.
No,
The shooters. How many of the last shooters were trans?
like 2.
that's a pretty long odds, don't you think?
I don't know.
What are the odds are going to be 2 trans shooters doing a shooting? Pretty low.
Well, it's going to be a non-zero number. I do want that manifesto. I want to know exactly what they're mad about.
Women, everything. Not having a dick. That's what's all
They
women's
had a
problems
dick.
since the beginning of time. Not having a dick. Oh, wow. Hey, this trans guy's real pissed
Some
off.
of them still have a dick, and they're mad anyway.
Trans men? No, they don't. What are you talking about? The last one was a trans man.
Was it a trans man?
You don't know at all what you're talking about. You just all shy about trans shit.
I'm not shy about trans shit. I'm just not meticulously tracking.
How's it?
You're playing the mass shooter lotto. You were doing one of our problems.
Trans.
You're going,
It's all fucking trans.
Let's see who's on the board.
Trans, black,
Big
black,
money,
black, black,
no
trans.
whammies. Come on, not a white guy.
I like that game,
Not
though.
a white guy. I know you do. It's a bad game.
It's not a white guy. It's a white lady.
Not a white
trans guy
Well,
who didn't have a penis.
it is
Flipping out. Obviously, I think penises are great. I'd be that upset, too, if I didn't have a penis. But illegal still.
It was pretty interesting when it was a trans man shooter because you go, you don't, I guess you become a man, and then you're struck with the desire for violence. Like it kind of reinforces the trans narrative
That's cute.
that you were a man all along.
Yeah. You know,
All
I
that
want to see.
testosterone gets in you, and you're like, I gotta go kill some people.
I just want to see how he parked at the school, right?
I'm probably
I'm gonna go do this fucking.
3 lanes.
I'm gonna go do this school shooting.
Yeah.
I'm a trans man. I'm pissed off about I was sold a lie about this penis. I saw the Whopper ad, but I'm stuck with a fucking. Oh shit, my fly's down.
It's funny. He had a car bomb, and he wanted to park it in front of the school,
Couldn't
but
figure it
couldn't
out.
parallel park. Had to abandon that
I've been
part.
trying to shoot at the school for weeks, but all these spots are too damn small, and it's like the size of a bus.
Thankfully,
Oh
they
man,
were-
I could never
thankfully-
fit my fucking Miata and
Yeah.
my Subaru in there.
He was thwarted.
My
by
lesbian
a
car that I
parallel parking
drive as a
car.
man.
Couldn't find a spot. Wide enough.
And you think if a trans man shooter comes in, you're like, oh, amazing, I have a football. Like any guy, there's a guy, he's a dude coming in,
Yeah.
I'll just toss him a football. Instinctively, he'll reach out and grab
Yeah,
it,
grab
right?
it.
Oh,
Perfect
shit,
spiral,
a football?
right in
Fuck
the
this
hands.
shooting, and you throw it at him,
Yeah.
and then it's just like, donk.
Donk.
Like, what was that for? your last sound's like, what the fuck? What kind of guy wouldn't toss a pigskin around, right?
Can I just say something about this show? Where else?
What?
I'm just saying, where else do you get this kind of
I'm
commentary?
just saying.
There is no other podcast that's going.
I just want to see the
thing
parking.
about the trans shooter is she couldn't.
I don't care
park her
about the
car,
manifesto.
and he
I
couldn't,
get it.
He couldn't catch the football.
I have a dick. Might not be as good as the one scientists can make you,
Yeah.
but
That tube, who knows? It can do anything.
I'd be pissed if I didn't have it
And
too. I'd
you
be
can
that
make-
pissed too.
Can you make the
Fuck
tube?
these kids. I want my dick.
When they make the tube, do you get to decide how long the tube is?
Yeah, how much of your forearm?
Yeah, well, I'm gonna
do
say,
you-
is it just based on like leg length?
T-Rex comes in. It's like, oh man. T-Rex wants a sex change, right? Is
I
that
would-
funny?
yeah.
Could you do that in your stand? Is that burning
Shut
material?
the fuck up. I wanna know the average length of the trans penis. That's
T-Rex
interesting.
wants
to me.
sex change. I think, and he goes, all right, I'm gonna be a real guy. Right? I'm a T-Rex,
Yeah,
right? And he
yeah.
comes to the doctor and he goes, I want to be a real man. Yeah, just like I always felt. And I'm like, all right, how long's my dick gonna be? And the doctor's like, well, it's actually, Mr. T-Rex, it's we harvest the skin from your forearm. And the T-Rex goes, ah! Don't you think that's a good joke? Use that in your
I'm not using
material.
that one. That's
a good one.
That's a thinker. I
That's
think.
a fucking good
That's
joke.
a thinker.
Ah, right? He goes, ah.
You know
with his
what's
mouth 'cause
funny?
It's a T-Rex. Ah.
I understand. When I was at
Super
the
chat if you like that joke. If you like that joke, super chat.
Carl Spitali was telling a joke at the Just Jenny Comedy Special, and he talked about the tube penis, and those two fucking valley bitches were sitting next to me going, is that really how they do it?
God, that fucking. Oh my
They were
God.
talking the whole fucking show.
Honey, will you shut the fuck up?
No, they can't
You're
do it.
so hot. You can just do whatever you want. Comedians let you do whatever you want, right?
But that's why the joke wouldn't
God,
work,
shut your
because
fucking mouth.
the modern American consumer does not know how the penis is made.
You'd think with all this trans shit, they would improve, like, penis making technology.
I think you would give them like a robot penis at this point, like a prosthetic fucking metal ramrod.
Problem is they got the shit doctors working on it.
Yeah.
All the good doctors are doing, like, heart shit and brain shit. And all the doctors that are crappy are like, oh, yeah, I'm going to do, like, trans shit.
Can't we get a Terminator penis and just wrap it in like artificial skin? Give it
You're
glowing
joking.
red eye. I'm not joking.
You're joking about it.
But I'm saying, can't you? You could just connect the nerves and you have like a cool fucking robot penis.
No.
You can press a button to make it erect. You can press a button to put it back down.
Here's my problem.
Yeah.
Girl bosses.
The GBs.
Yeah, GBs. We all hate them, right? What is a girl boss anyway? Just walks in like John Wayne, swinging her dick around. Never had to think
Got a
about
lot of talk about women with dicks this episode, I gotta say.
I read Yaira today. You read
Yaira, wow.
It's dog shit.
I've
Saska
read,
sisters can't write for shit.
They really can't?
They can't write.
Um,
No concept of rising action, falling action, suspense, motivation.
I've realized that, because I remember when I first heard that he hired the Saska sisters, I said, a bunch of liberal douchebags. They could probably write.
Turns out, no. They could just piss in each
I
other's
realized that, first of all, horror is the most easy entry-level genre for anyone. Because you just go in, you put a bunch of blood on shit, and you fuck around. People go, yeah, that's fine. That's a horror movie.
What's the motivation? Blah, a bunch of blood.
Right.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
And also, they're not people who had to prove themselves with good writing. All they had to do was have a gimmick.
Be lesbians.
Well, they have a gimmick. It's
Being
what if there was
lesbians.
two spooky witch ladies?
I don't even think they're twins, honestly. Look at them.
Yeah,
One looks like a monster movie. Right?
Yeah.
You know the one.
I know.
One looks like stretched
one of
out
them's-
Beetlejuice when they're stretching out
one
their
of
face.
them's very hocus pocus.
No
if you've seen
offense.
that movie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, one of them was a little more witchy. So reading this, I went, wow, this is the most unnatural, just terrible dialogue.
Girl boss shit. Right? I'm coming in. I'm going to fight anybody in this town. It's just a series of swaggering in. Let's go. Let's fucking fight. And then fighting.
I was ready to have
And then
principles.
quipping your
yeah.
way out of it.
I was
like
ready-
Tango and Cash, but not any good.
No. I was going to take a principled stand. If it was good, I was going to go, well, that's good. And then people would go, oh, see, Vito is a very fair and balanced reviewer. But now I have to go, oh, no, it's just shit. I'm sorry. And everyone's going to go, oh, see, he's just biased against the Rippaverse. I wanted one where I could go, no, that one's pretty good. But I still don't
You're
have
so
it.
eager to betray
Betray who?
me.
It's possible to make a good comic. It's very possible. It's not like an impossibility to make a good comic.
It's not possible for Eric July to make a good comic.
He didn't even really make it. He just paid some
He
ladies
hired
to make
them.
it.
He hired everyone.
Yeah.
He assembled a team of seemingly competent people and hired them for the wrong thing.
Well, you know the Saskas
Like
are
a
the
total retard.
You know, they're the
jamming a square peg
Yeah.
in the triangle hole, a round peg in the dad hole.
you know the Saskas are the keepers of the lore for the Rippaverse, so they're like the overseeing architects of the entire genre.
Well, Yaira sucks. It's a bunch of explosions happening like Michael Bay in South Park.
Yeah.
Talking about a movie where no one has any reason to do anything and there's no explanation for anything.
It was a really hard read. I got
And all their
towards-
names
yeah.
are. It's like what a black person thinks Norwegian people name people.
Well, there was Yanessa, which is just Vanessa with a Y.
Like
There was
imagine Anferny coming up with already we got like Yerbadabadur, but the Swedish Bergen. What's your name? Like Hannes Bergen. What's your name? Honzojoken. Like okay, now let's hear a black person do it. Oh man, it's much more goofy.
There's a thing in the black community where they'll take like an existing name and just change the first letter for some reason.
Yeah, like Famali.
Yeah.
You ever heard that one?
I've heard that one.
Yeah.
You know,
Ladasha.
Ladasha,
Yeah.
Lashonda.
Yeah.
A lot of Luz. Listerine.
Well, no refunds, I guess. If you paid, I can't believe these-
$35, right?
I can't believe these people are defending this girl boss shit. Yaira kills a guy for getting catcalled.
Well, you know what? I understood. It was like a prison riot, right?
What happened to this like whole MCU thing? Everyone, these girl bosses are ruining Star Wars and all this shit.
Yeah.
Hey, buy Eric July's comic. It's got a big 7-foot-tall woman that.
She's got abs. And I was asking him, like, do you ever see Wonder Woman's abs? It's kind of unattractive on a lady.
You see her eyes, you know, eyes and her tits.
There's a lot of like the
Maybe her
emphasis.
thighs.
Okay, I know you say that comics
Yeah.
need big boobs, but like they have to look like boobs. They don't look
Yeah.
like boobs in this
They
comic.
look like a microwave potato.
It looks
A
like
baked
they-
potatoes.
she just stuffed-
shoved into her.
yeah, two like giant, one of those big size softballs.
They look like hamburger buns.
They look
and the bottom one, not the big
bizarre.
ones.
Yeah.
The bottom ones that are like, wah.
They're not attractive in a way that I want to like jerk off to Yaira. They're like, oh my god, those
There's a
don't look,
shot of Yaira
don't look like tits at all.
in a cryogenics chamber,
Yeah.
recuperating, and
They covered up.
turned
They
away
covered
in
up the
disgust.
titties. Yeah. Well, for me, the biggest revelation of the biggest revelation of Yaira, and I found this very interesting.
Yeah.
Remember we watched that trailer?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, remember in the trailer, the evil lady is lying on the ground,
Stefania.
and her right arm is just like on the ground the whole time.
That's right. I remember you saying this.
And I'm like, why is she in that
Why is she like that? It's a weird pose.
It's a very weird pose.
By the way, in
And-
the comic, this is like quintessential girl boss. In the comic, the little girl gets her superpowers, like in the X-Men intro, and Cyclops gets his powers. She's like, oh, fuck, I got my powers for the first time,
the
right?
eyes glow and
Yaira
everything.
shows up for no reason out of nowhere and tries to kill her.
For no reason.
And then says, who are you and where did you get these powers? And then it's implied that she's a descendant of Yaira.
Right.
Because Yaira's like a Highlander, so she fucked a guy a long time ago, and I
Made
guess
like
she
a
has
million kids, and they're
progeny.
all... Yeah.
I don't know if she's been fucking guys. In the Highlander, it's kind of cool thinking of a Connor McLeod fucking all these whores, right?
Right.
And making like a progeny.
Well, they
right?
never established in Highlander the way you get your Highlander powers is someone shoots you in the leg, which is how her powers appear, and you're like, that's kind of weird. Maybe she could find like some ancient, I don't know, whatever. Sure, she gets shot in the leg, and the shock of it makes her have ice powers.
Yeah.
And then Yaira
shows up, kills her, and then says, "Who are?" And then when the killing doesn't work,
that's a trope in like a lot of fiction where I go, look, I know it's a superhero thing, and Wolverine has to fight the Hulk, even though it's a misunderstanding. But this is clearly one of those things.
a little
where
girl.
She has no reason to show up and try to kill. She says she tried to kill that girl.
yes.
Well, you trying to knock me
tried to
out?
kill you.
No, that was a death blow.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh,
wow.
why do you want to kill her? For what reason? She just got her powers.
It's
maybe
your
maybe you guys
granddaughter.
could be friends. You don't know.
This is the only person on the planet that has something in common with you.
Point is, so remember in the trailer, I was like, what are these fucking people running from? What is happening? What is the problem? It's just a girl on the ground in this weird pose.
Yeah.
And then you read the comic, and there's fucking ice shit shooting everywhere, and that girl is like has created a bunch of ice under
storm.
her that she's like stuck to now.
Yeah.
And I go,
They ran out of money. You were right.
they
You were
ran out of
fucking right.
money or time.
You were right.
Yeah.
I remember thinking that's so stupid, Vito, that you would say that.
I said that maybe footage was missing, but it wasn't that footage was missing. It's that
Ran out of budget.
they originally planned to get a CGI guy to put a bunch of ice effects.
yeah.
Which shouldn't be that expensive.
Should be easy.
Yeah.
Eric probably,
I mean,
Eric probably blew all their money taking that one Saska sister out on the town.
or he blew it all on making a documentary about his unfinished trailer that is missing special effects blatantly.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Are we back? Test 1, 1, 2.
There.
It seems to me that it might have been that he was launching the Yaira campaign, and he said, I definitely need this stupid live-action trailer
Yeah.
to kick off the campaign, and I don't care if it's unfinished. And that was a big mistake. I would have just
It's
been
weird
like, let's release
It's weird that the live action trailer is like verbatim in the comic.
Well, that's kind of his thing for some
His
reason.
thing sucks.
His thing is that anything that appears in live action has to have appeared exactly in the comic. The dialogue is almost one for one. There was one change.
And it's still 2 weeks ago.
Still 2 weeks ago.
We still haven't
Well, we
gotten
have
up to
2
the
weeks.
present day. We're still because the car collision happens
Right.
in the beginning.
No. The car collision happens in ISOM after 2 weeks. This is later.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this is later.
Well,
I think this is after ISOM
that's because I'm so
drops on a
stupid.
car.
I didn't understand.
Well, it's
it.
very confusing.
Um,
I can't believe that trailer was supposed to have ice shit everywhere. And
it would have been
instead-
better. It would have been. It would have been
It
cooler.
would have made way more sense. Like, remember those crowd shots where you're like, this is really empty. It's just like it's like a long shot.
It would have been more interesting
with
too.
nothing going on. If there was a bunch of ice on the sides
Yeah.
and shit, it would have. I'm like, oh, you were gonna obscure that originally, but you just didn't do it.
It's pretty easy to put ice shit into. You could just draw it. Look, put some cellophane in like a green screen.
Bro,
Look at all this ice.
I've used After Effects. I'm not that good at it, but I'm pretty sure that I could just track the scene, create like this ice-looking thing in 3D space. It would look like dog shit, but at least it would be there. And I'm not good at After Effects at all.
It sucked. The writing was bad. The girl boss shit is way over the top.
Yeah.
Yaira pulling lighters out of her asshole, talking about
Blowing up an oil field.
blowing up an oil field where it turned out Isam's sister's husband worked on an oil
No, that was
field.
different. I also got confused by that.
her husband worked at on an oil field, didn't
Not
she?
that oil field, though. So
But that doesn't matter. There's people working on the
that's
fucking
what I was
oil
saying.
field.
I was
That's
like,
girl
you might
boss
have
shit.
killed.
Oh yeah, check this out. Click, boom. Like, bitch, there was guys fucking. There was a guy in that. There's a guy in a GIF doing that shit. You know, all messy.
For a second, I thought Yaira killed Atona's
The oil
husband.
derrick's working. I know there's guys
There's
there.
gotta be a guy
you just
there.
fucking blew it up for no reason, you dumb bitch. Because you didn't know that. Because you just think everything appears out of nowhere, magically. And that nobody has to work for anything.
Did a man make that? If so, I don't acknowledge it. It was surprisingly bad.
Bad writing by amateurs. It never should have got out of the outline stage. There's no motivation for anything. It feels totally empty and hollow because there's no ability to connect to any of the characters. The bad guys are a bug man who wants to eat Yaira, weirdly.
Yeah, and then Zod and a lady Zod.
And some space cops that want
two
their
Zods.
that want their police work.
That was another
recognized,
thing.
but they want to kill her too.
That was another thing that was not explained. Is this like a cosmic coincidence where the second that girl vomited a space laser into space, also Zod and Lady Zod were just floating outside Earth?
Have they
at
been
the
staking them out?
Yeah. Where did they come from?
Like Paul Newman? What's going on?
There's
here?
a lot. Okay, there's a
lot that doesn't make sense.
There's a lot in the comic where you need like a scene where they're on their planet and they go, "Hey, we've sensed Yaira's energy signature. We have to go to Earth.
We got to go."
Instead, you get one panel of them just floating in space, and you're like, "Have they been there the whole time?"
Maybe if Eric wasn't so busy trying to fuck that one Sasuke sister, he
right.
could have put some of this in and thought with his brain instead of his dick and put some of this good stuff in his fucking $35 90-page comic that should read like a movie, but it doesn't. Maybe if that were the case, he could do it, but he fucking can't.
It's a little too long.
90 pages?
Oh yeah, it's 90. Is it 90 pages?
Yeah.
I got
Should be a movie.
to the final third, and I was like, once the diamond monsters showed up, I'm like, I can't track this at all.
I don't know what's going on here.
You already
man.
got 3 guys you're fighting. Do they really need to manifest diamond monsters right now? Just have her fight the regular guys.
Why is she so hung up on this old husband? No, you're saying nobody fucked
All
this bitch
the
in
Viking
1,000
flashback
years?
shit. I was like, why is this occurring in the middle of a fight scene?
Why did Yaira land on Earth out of a space fireball? Immediately fuck the first guy she sees. She's never fucked anybody before. She doesn't have no kids before.
Did you notice
At
when
her
she prayed?
age, she's thousands of years old. She's
Yeah.
never fucked anybody ever.
She did pray at one point, but
To the real
Viking
God.
god or something. I don't know if that was supposed to be the Christian god.
They made it seem like it was the
It
one
looked-
true God.
Yeah.
Even though it would have been Thor.
Yeah, I was getting a little religious at a point.
Weirdly
Weirdly
like
religious.
VeggieTales religious.
Yeah, I started being like, is he starting to put Jesus in this?
Is she pranked? She's
she's praying to the one true God. I think the idea.
You're telling me her planet didn't have any gods?
It's going to be one of those things where all gods are the one God. They've just been reinterpreted in numerous ways. So we're finally getting we're finally getting our religious aspect of the Rippaverse, which is very exciting.
Women are
If you're
what
doing
they're
a
worshiping.
complicated, messy fight scene, don't cut to Viking times.
And then back and forth.
And then back and forth. I'm already having trouble being like, okay, there's a volcano and 2 magic guys.
Ice monsters.
There's a bug guy shooting little bug
And
guys.
everything's a black name for a Scandinavian, like Yainus. Yainus.
And then it cuts
Bro,
to-
that's not a Scandinavian
No.
name. Like Jurgen is a
Glurgen, Blurgen.
Yeah.
And then they
Yo,
cut.
her name's Yainus and Yauvis and Naumit.
And
Man.
then her husband gives her a magic sword, but then she gives her husband a different magic sword.
Girl boss shit.
It's pretty
It's
good
just girl
stuff.
boss shit. Nothing makes sense.
Good stuff. All right. Girl boss shit. Oh, yeah, that thing. I hate that. Well, Dick, you're talking about perhaps Eric July's judgment was clouded by his intense horniness towards...
He wants that pussy.
He wants that puss.
She's cute. I'd want that pussy too.
Oh, the other one?
Yeah, the other one.
It's so mean.
It's a
that this-
compliment. What are you
Yeah.
talking about mean? I'm complimenting her.
You're complimenting one of them
So?
at the expense of the other one.
So?
They're both very strong, powerful women.
Together, yeah.
Well, it's interesting how that seems to lead perfectly into my next problem, which actually relates to a recent news story. If you can bring up my Twitter, I'd love to show you this photo.
Oh, that's my favorite thing to do every day.
An American
I gotta bring up Vito's
Airlines
Twitter today.
flight attendant who authorities say tried to secretly record video of a 14-year-old girl on Monday pleaded not guilty to 2 counts in federal court in Boston Estes Carter Thompson III was indicted last month on 1 count of attempted sexual exploitation of children and 1 count of possession of images of child sexual abuse depicting a prepubescent minor. Police allege Thompson, 36, of Charlotte, North Carolina, had recordings of 4 other girls ages 7, 9, and 14, all using aircraft lavatories. Now, this man was using a secret camera to record, he's a flight attendant, to record girls in the bathroom.
Wait a minute. This is your intro to this problem?
Yeah.
Okay, keep going.
Well, this is a man who was clearly...
I just want everyone to mark this moment in their brains.
What?
Go ahead.
This is a perfect
Go
thing.
ahead. Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Because this man was clearly very horned up, and he wanted to prey on these children. And he said, I want to record them secretly. So here's what I'll do. Here's my brilliant plan. Because, of course, we all have recording devices.
Don't say we. Don't say we when you're doing this.
You have a phone. We all have a phone.
Who did you mean when you said we all have recording devices?
You
and
all
the pedophiles.
have recording devices. Don't do this. And he said, well, I can use that, of course, to take imagery of these girls, these underage girls.
Yeah.
Well, I want to show you his ingenious plan. Have you seen this?
Yeah. We did this on my show.
Okay. Well, here's what he said is that this young girl needed to use the bathroom. Unfortunately, the first-class lavatory was, or the regular lavatory was occupied. So he said, well, let me take you to the first-class lavatory. And then he said, hold on, there's a problem in the bathroom. The toilet seat's broken.
Yeah.
Also, let me just go in there. I got to wash my hands real
Right.
quick. After I wash my hands, you can use the toilet. So this girl goes into the bathroom, and this is what she sees. This is, of course, a...
it's a phone taped to the...
It's a phone taped to the toilet that he has written...
the toilet lid.
He's written seat broken, whatever the fuck that means, on a sticker.
Yeah.
And his phone...
The light's on.
There's a light on his phone to record this girl.
He doesn't want a blurry pussy pic, right?
You need the lighting.
Pic. You gotta have the light on. It takes bad pictures.
After he left, the teen entered the bathroom, saw these stickers and the phone, and of course went and reported it to the Plain authorities and to her parents.
Yeah.
And now this man is facing
firing
charges. Well,
we can just kill him.
Very possibly. So, Dick, this is what I would call horny logic.
If Trump came out and said, "Hey, that guy that took the girl, if you elect me, I'll personally kill him," then I would say, "Okay, forget all the Israel stuff.
Yeah.
I'm in." You gotta give me something, man. You gotta give me something. You gotta give me something. You gotta give me something.
Well, killing all the pedophiles might
Just
be a good platform. Yeah, kill 10 of them. So, again, I would call this horny logic. This man was horny for some reason.
Okay.
And he said, well, you know what I should do, and this will work perfectly, is affix my phone with stickers that say the seat is broken. No, that'll work. Because he's horned out of his mind and coming up with terrible
Let me
horny plans.
tell you why what you're doing is so bad.
Why?
Because you are weirdly associating horniness with his lust for taking pictures of 10-year-old girls.
Well, I would assume that this is the same logic that anybody who hides a spy camera in a bathroom uses.
No one.
There are like guys who put spy cameras in like their Airbnbs. There was that guy who famously had a hotel where he installed a bunch of stuff so he could be in the attic and just watch people have sex.
The people you're using for examples of horny logic are not things that people can identify with. That's the problem.
They don't need to identify with it.
Horny logic is like getting married, like making a fool of yourself because like there's a really hot girl.
I think
and you're,
it's
like,
being so horned up that you
overpromising.
commit a vile sex crime and think you're going to get away with it.
Yes, but you shouldn't be horny. You shouldn't be thinking about horniness about taking pictures of a 9-year-old girl's pussy.
You're saying the root problem is pedophiles.
I'm saying that this is a really terrible example to bring in for horny logic when there's, literally billions of other examples.
There are billions of other examples.
Bill Cosby. That's a... Horny Logic.
But
even
he
then, that's
committed
a little
crimes
bit.
as well. And his logic was, I'll bring girls over for a script reading and then give them a special juice, and they fall asleep and their pants are on backwards, and they'll never
That's still
say
rapist
anything.
logic. Horniness doesn't make you do that. Rapist logic makes you do that.
I assume, are horny.
That is a very feminist thing to think.
I'm saying that horny logic is a thing that, yes, people can identify with, and it can get
like
to
helping
the
a
point.
helping a girl move, breaking your back,
Sure.
helping her move,
Right.
letting her sleep at your house,
I'm saying that rapists are in
getting
sex
into a
criminals.
polyamorous relationship with her and her broadcaster husband.
Right.
That's horny logic, right?
Right.
Not kidnapping and raping little girls. That's not horny logic.
I think
it's a very bad example.
Horny logic is thinking you're going to get away with the sticker with the cell phone, okay?
But he did.
He didn't. Well, he did a couple times.
He did a lot of times.
Well, horny logic would also be telling yourself, man, this is a real bad thing I'm doing and I need to stop. But he didn't think that because, again, he's running on horny logic.
No, he's running on pedophile logic.
I don't know.
Straight up pedophile.
Well, pedophiles, I assume, would be horny.
This is it is way worse. It's different. I would not conflate the two.
Okay.
I don't consider pedophile logic in the same universe as normal horny logic. I'm overextending myself for a woman I want to fuck.
There is normal horny logic, okay, but clearly
it's not applicable to pedophiles.
This attempt at like a secret Rube Goldberg fucking device of
maybe if it was like a woman with big tits, right? Even then, though, that's kind of like rape logic.
I'm gonna go in and wash my hands and then put a bunch of stickers up with messages on them. Look,
it's not horny logic.
All right, well, if it was a grown woman, you would understand what I'm saying.
It would be closer, but it's still not. I don't think that's horny logic.
If it was happening to a grown woman, I think you would agree that it's obviously much worse.
Eric July leaving in the clips of him rubbing the Sasko sister's back.
That was horny,
that's horny logic. Right?
There's a lot of examples of horny logic. Okay, I just brought in a recent news story because I thought this was so truly ridiculous.
But you thought it was horny logic.
I think that you would hope that this guy would go, oh my God, I have a sickness. I'm horny for these, underage whatever. And clearly, instead of coming up with crazy plans, you think they're just doing it because they want to abuse or whatever?
I don't think most pedophiles are doing it because they're horny for kids. I think they have like a sick compulsion.
Well, we can get off this. We don't have to just talk about this. But
it's so much funnier that you brought this in. It's so it's such a big mistake.
No, that guy is the big mistake. I don't know, man. It was a recent news article that I found interesting. I found it truly absurd and crazy. And I said, that's a guy who had a bad plan.
Fucking a dog? Is that horny
logic?
Very
bad idea. Is fucking a dog horny? Probably, yeah. That's horny logic. That's saying no one's ever going to find out that I fucked my dog. No one's going to find out if I spread peanut butter or whatever. There's a lot of people making bad. Okay, the point is there's a lot of people making bad decisions.
What about the Q-tips? The cat Q-tips?
That was not horny logic because I did not get off on that at all. I did want to say that. Well, another form of horny logic is that I went to the strip club recently.
Oh, yeah?
And
did you get out of there with any money?
No, I did not.
That happened.
Well, I got a little bit lucky. I'm not going to say who was there because I don't know if that's my privilege.
I wouldn't do that.
Well, I'm not saying it. All I'm saying is this girl was grinding up on me.
You know what the stripper told me?
What?
You don't like people, do you? I said, no.
That's a good assessment. Yeah. Look,
they always know. I love talking to strippers.
Yeah.
They have to know people right away.
I paid this girl for a dance. I enjoyed it. It was very nice. And then she started being like, we got to go in the private room. We got to go in the private room.
Now
and
I
told her, I'm like, I don't think I want to go to the private room.
Yeah, no.
How much is the private room? She said $300. And I said,
that's a good deal.
I said, no. I'm not going in the private room.
Man.
But then somehow she gets me to my feet. I guess I'm negotiating. I'm like, you got anything cheaper? And she's like, yeah, just come along. Yeah. And then I was like, listen, I was like, listen, there is no way. There's no universe in which I'm paying $300 for the private room.
Yeah, cut to.
And then, cut to me in the private room. I'll say that the difference is that thankfully a friend paid for it. So I said,
"Oh wow!"
I said, "Well,
what a hero."
I said, if I'm not paying for it, but I should have. Honestly, now I feel like I'm like, I should have just said, no, don't pay your money for this, like, because as we were,
You're like fucking Wimpy from Popeye.
a little bit, yeah. You give.
I'll gladly
I'll
pay
play
you for a lap
Tuesday
dance.
for a lap dance today. Because we got in there and like she agreed to a reduced rate of like $200. I'm like, well, that's fair.
You're whittling her down.
And then as she's
I'll give you a game.
as she's grinding
Goldeneye
on me,
cartridge.
she goes, I want a tip of $100. And I'm like, well, that would just make it the normal price. It feels like that's not correct at all. And I tipped her like $40, which I shouldn't have even tipped her. And then she was all mad at me.
You know, I've never been afraid of a trans woman taking money from me.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird?
The worst part was after I pay for it, I go, no matter what, she's going to be mad at me at the end because I didn't give her enough money. I'm like, so I'm paying for a lady to be mad, to pretend to like me and then reveal her true feelings at the end.
That's what the money's for.
Yeah, to pay her to act nice.
I know you don't want to be nice to me or do any of this stuff, but you're doing it for the money. This is the entire appeal of this.
That's awful. It's terrible.
I mean, it's legal. What are you talking about?
$300. Jesus Christ. Well, again, I didn't pay for it. I would not pay for it.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money. I could buy some GameStop stock with that.
Well, you could be worse. You could be.
Well, it could be worse. I could be taping
cameras
phones to toilets.
All right, is that your problem?
I think that's my problem. I don't know why you had to make it all weird. I just brought up a recent
that's a fucking weird
news
example
article.
of horny logic.
It's not it's a weird example. There's a lot of weird example. There's a lot of sex
Spending
criminals.
$1,000 at a strip club. Yeah, that's horny logic. Yeah.
Trying to record girls without their knowledge is horny logic.
No, that's
The
like
guys just sneak into like the locker room to try and steal panties. That's whatever. I remember when that trans guy was in the fucking ladies' bathroom at the
cutting your dick
Planet
off.
Fitness.
That's horny logic.
That is horny logic. Yes, it's going. God, I really wish I could be a big boobed bimbo slut. I'm gonna take a bunch of hormones and get chop my dick off. And you go, I don't think you're running on full brain logic here.
You just got to gather up all the pre-op trans men, and then we got to have a chat with them.
Well,
take a good look at this penis.
Some of them, None
sure,
of you are
gonna
having
have
a real good time.
You're never gonna have this fucking thing, all right? Take a good look at it.
I mean, I don't know about you.
What they're selling you is not. I wouldn't buy it. If I lost this penis, I would not go buy one from these quacks that are telling you what they're selling you. Whatever. Would you? Obviously
I
not.
cannot identify with not having a penis is pretty good.
It's the only way to go.
The thought of having a wet hole between my legs that my pee just gets all over.
Stupid.
Here I can control the stream; it goes everywhere.
Yeah.
I'd imagine a vagina, you gotta maneuver it. You're always cleaning down there.
What do I got? A sandwich down here? Fucking
That's why circumcision.
sandwich that nobody wants
But
to
that's
eat.
why circumcision has its benefits. There's less to clean up.
Well, you got shit coming out the top of your head.
I know that.
So
Well, I'm
don't
already
know.
dealing
It's
up top. Why do I want to deal? I got one head I got to deal with.
All right, my problem is hour-long meetings.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna read. What are we? An hour and a half? All right. Hour-long meetings,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
What's the point of them? Why are they all an hour?
I don't know.
Every meeting. Let's block an hour off.
Let's block
Get down
an
to
hour.
it.
Well, you don't.
How about we do 10 minutes? It's just
Yeah.
because Google's automatic, like everything uses a default hour to schedule.
Do they
shit.
stretch it out?
No, to fill an hour?
No, I'm saying when you're in the
Yeah.
business meeting, does it feel like everybody's just stretching out their
Nobody's
words?
paying attention at all.
I haven't been in a business meeting in a long time.
Oh, you haven't?
No, what would a business meeting be?
What about your super killer shit? You don't
I
have
just
conference
Discord.
calls?
No, I Discord. What am I going to do? I don't speak Spanish. That guy's running all my shit through Google Translate, and half the time he goes, what's that? You want the main character to have dicks for nipples? And I'm like, no. That's for the other kind.
Are you making the tits bigger at least?
The tits are a perfect size.
No. They better get bigger as the comic
I think you
goes.
fucked me because I told them to make the boobs bigger, and now they're a little too big, and I can't rein it back in.
Perfect.
They're getting a little too big.
The average employee wait a minute. 91% of meeting attendees admit to daydreaming, and 73% admit to multitasking during meetings.
It's like being in school.
It is like being in school. All this Zoom shit.
We were all in school. Shouldn't everyone know, like, hey, this is the worst possible way to convey information?
Yeah.
Somebody at the front just says stuff.
Yeah.
This is terrible.
This is dumb. Why do all of you want to have your camera? Why doesn't everyone turn their camera off?
Right.
Why do you want to be on camera so bad?
Yeah, why do I have
so
to see
you can
your
sneak
face?
in other tabs while you're supposed to be paying attention to someone telling jokes and then guilting people for not laughing even though everyone's on mute?
The Zoom meeting's got to be everyone's doing something else, right?
Yeah.
I go on podcasts and I'm just playing Magic cards the whole time.
On meetings?
Yeah. Well, no, because it'll be like the podcast. I'm just like, yeah.
Out of 19 million meetings observed, the ineffective meetings cost up to $400 billion in the U.S. of people's time.
A lot of wasted time. You got to
know
pay
how
those
much
people
money we
on the
could.
clock.
Israel could do so much with that $400 billion.
How many times do we got to bring up Israel? Is this going to be the show? For
I'm the one bringing up Israel too much.
I'm not bringing up Israel. I'm not bringing up Israel.
What happened to them is an atrocity.
I feel like
it's important to bring it up every day, all day.
All right.
We should never forget what happened to Israel and why there's to be celebrated.
I'm going to get a little chart, and it's going to be the Dick brings up Israel counter.
It's not enough. It's not enough for what's happening. Do you
Where
were you on October 7th?
I'm sick of talking about Israel.
Where were you the second or third time they found the same dead body that Hamas abducted?
I get it.
It's never enough.
I get the bit.
It's never enough.
Great bit. All right.
60 billion in the UK.
I love when we have these silences.
That's more money than wasted on meetings than the GDP of Iceland. Wow, how about that?
That's where Yaira's from.
That's where
She has her ice
Yaira's
powers.
from before she fell in love with Texas.
Yeah. And tried to kill the only person who shares her powers and could be an ally.
Wasn't
for
that
no
weird?
reason. It was very
if someone
weird.
showed up with like my hair, I want to go try to kill them.
If they showed up with my exact powers, I would go, I'm going to get to the bottom of this.
It's a bit odd, isn't it?
I need to punch this bitch for no reason.
Well, I got to go kill her. Obviously, a little kid. Whap!
Yeah, well, the whole book is like Yaira's like kind of supposed to be a good person. I'm like, no,
How?
she tried to kill that lady.
She tried to kill that lady right away. And
no
that lady,
reason.
by the way,
Yeah.
her first scene, she murders a security guard.
Yeah.
Actually, I've got a real problem with security guards.
Oh, yeah, wait, they did murder.
She shoots a security guard.
She did that?
Yes. Well, I thought so.
I'd have to reread it. If
She's doing a break-in and she kills a security guard.
Yeah, they have.
Stefania.
Yeah, she's a bad lady.
With the girl boss hairdo with her shaved head.
Why does Alpha Core not like Yaira? What did she do?
I don't know. They don't say. Nobody who doesn't like Yaira says what she did.
We never see her do something other than
Like,
drop ice on a car.
Did you kill millions of people? Okay,
Yeah.
I would understand.
I would understand. Yeah, you kind of need to set up that conflict.
Did you deny
That's
the Holocaust
just missing
on their planet? Did you know about Israel and deny the Holocaust from
Why?
billions of light years away? Because then I would understand it.
There's like
You
some
should be put in jail.
backstory where the Alpha Core hates her, and I don't know why.
And then
Just because she has powers?
And then Solari had his shirt off
Did he?
in a conversation with her. Do you remember that part?
I remember her kissing him in space, and then the lady with the whips.
Forcibly
who was-
rape kissing
yeah.
him, not.
But the lady with the energy whips who can't fly just disappears.
She punches her in the stomach and
She punches her in the
wheezes
stomach
space.
in space, and I'm like, so she's
She's
dead?
dead. Why is she in space and her skin isn't disintegrating? She doesn't have any powers.
Why did Solari fly her into space, and how'd she get back down to Earth?
Why do you have a lady that can't fly, so she's always hanging on
To the guy.
Solari's shoulder?
Why
It's
not
so
just let her
fucking
fly?
weird. Just make her fly. She looks like a monkey holding on. All right.
Give her flying boots. And then Solari throws her at Yaira without telling her.
Yeah.
I just want to talk about Yaira. It's like shockingly bad. Guys, check my Twitter. I posted my rewrite of some of the dialogue. I thought I did a pretty good job there.
The Q-tip joke was the worst part.
There's no oh wait, yeah, with the lady buying Q-tips.
Can I get a box of Q-tips? If it's $20. $20. And then it's nothing.
Well, Eric is establishing that Texas is a bad place to be right now.
But it's a libertarian utopia.
Well,
It's
in the previous book, the Alpha Core arrests a lady for doing something like a misdemeanor, and they're like, "You're getting 20 years."
Oh, really?
Yeah. So there's
Like Judge Dredd?
yeah, there's some sort of weird Judge Dredd type thing going on where the inflation is through the roof, probably because there's trade embargoes with the rest of the United States.
Eric is retarded. That's what's happening.
He's retarded because here's the problem. Here's the biggest problem with the Rippaverse that I've identified. If someone asked me what the
Because he has no dad. If I ever make something, I know my dad's gonna find it eventually and make fun of me if it sucks. And
Right.
Eric July has no dad, so he has no concept of like, well, if I make this and it sucks, doesn't matter.
No one's gonna yell at me.
What's my mom gonna make fun of me? I don't give a shit what my mom thinks.
That's a good point.
My dad didn't even love her.
The biggest
right?
problem with the Rippaverse is if somebody asks me what is the Rippaverse about, I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
When it should be, the Rippaverse is about if Texas seceded, this would happen. But I don't know what happens because it's
Some
not
bitch with ice
explained
powers
at all.
would show up and
Yeah. What the fuck is going on in Texas?
kiss
You
a
actually
cop.
you have a hook, but you have to deliver on the second part of the hook. It's about if Texas seceded.
Then what?
And then what would happen? Well, there'd be guys
Q-tips
flying
would be
around.
$20
There'd
a
be
box.
guys flying around, and Q-tips would be $20. That's not enough. You need like a thing. If that happened, there would be a war, or there would be like
Yeah.
there would be magic powers for some reason.
There's horsemen running around.
Yeah, why are they all in Texas? Is the rest of the country not have super guys? Norfolk's in Florida somewhere.
Oh yeah. So,
Somewhere near Florida, is that what it said? I don't know what the fuck's going on. Just tell me what
Eric
the
is
hook
just
is.
so in love with women in the weirdest way.
Yeah.
It's like reading Eric's comics is like Charles Manson's music. It's like it's a
wants to wear
song
their
here, but
skin.
there's something fucking wrong with this. Okay, did I read any of these? Meetings take up 15% of an organization's collective time. How about that?
I wonder how many warehouse meetings they're having.
Executives spend
Ship
an
all that
average of
Yaira.
23 meeting hours a week in meetings. Wow.
Well, you know what it is that these bosses become bosses,
Yeah.
and they're sick with power, where they're like,
Let's have a meeting about it.
well, now I'm in
Now
charge.
I'm in charge of the meeting.
And I get to tell other people, hey, Brian, why don't you get up here and tell us about the TCQ mine?
Why don't you walk us through?
Yeah.
Okay. It's the same shit I said in the
It's a weird power
Slack.
trip for him.
that nobody read.
That's the only reason to become a manager.
71% of managers believe meetings are unproductive and inefficient. Oh.
Well, they should knock it off then.
Yeah, I guess I just hate that they're all an hour. Just make it like 10
Dick
seconds.
with his white-collar business problems.
Where do you think the money for the show comes from?
A
bunch of fucking homeless people?
No, a bunch of truck drivers, apparently.
Truck drivers that
Yeah,
you
they need
also have
something-
disdain for?
I don't have disdain
They have
for
meetings
truck
too, you know.
drivers. I
Truck
love
drivers have
truck
to meet too.
drivers. Yeah, they got to meet the lot lizards
Okay.
and let
Is
them
that it?
sucky suck
That's the show?
on that carburetor. That's the show. Guys, don't forget to vote it up at biggestproblem.show.
1 hour meetings.
1 hour meetings.
Girl bosses.
Girl bosses. Trying to prey on children, also known as Horny Logic. And the US Post Office.
Yeah, USPS. Okay, go to biggestproblem.show to vote them up. Go to patreon.com/biggestproblem and get us over 10,000 so we can post Vito's stand-up
No,
routine.
I don't agree to that. That's not happening.
Which I'm gonna do.
No, you're not. And I will take it down. They can get the live show, which was its own little fucking clusterfuck.
Yeah, I'll post that. Okay.
I'm going to post all your fucking improv. How's that? You don't
I don't care.
You love it.
I don't love it, but I
look
don't-
at this gay costume I got to wear.
Well, I didn't do any. That's sketch comedy. It's different.
Yeah, it sucks in a different way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Improv's way. At least sketch comedy will be done in 3 minutes.
All right. Fair enough.
Let's see here.
And guys, don't forget to get in on the treasure hunt.
Allforone.cash.
Allforone.cash.
Biggest problem in the universe, Dick, is people telling you it's not your fault and expecting that to make you not feel bad.
It's not
about
your
what
fault.
happened. People don't seem to understand that. Yes, I had to fire my drunk line cook who's like 60s, shot. He fucking hadn't been drinking for a couple months because he started taking that medicine that makes you, I guess, violently ill. You know, pukes your guts out if you're drinking. Did pretty good. Let himself lapse on that apparently for about a week and came in shit-faced. So I had to let him go. He was on his anyways.
What is this?
The point
Are we
is,
a
everybody in
priest?
the company, like I'm a little bitch, so I cried because I really like the guy, and
I cried?
I feel like I'm sentencing him to death.
Shit,
And-
you are.
You are.
everybody tells me, "Oh, it's not your fault. It's not your fault."
Yeah, it is. You did it.
I'm like, I
You
understand
could have given
that,
him
but
another chance.
I can
each
fix this problem.
action has an opposite reaction, according to fucking whatever. And
You think
Newton,
I
Isaac
fired
You think
him,
the
and if he
equal and
dies,
opposite reaction to a
it's
guy
not necessarily
drinking
my
is to
fault,
lose his
but
Fire him?
life?
the
Jesus.
direct actions that I took have led to that. So, you gotta deal with that.
It's not
Everybody
equal and
Wait,
opposite.
wait, what
You
was
want-
that?
love
Did he
you,
kill
Luke
himself?
Patron.
No.
It's not necessarily my fault, but the direct actions that I took have led to that. So,
Wait, what?
according to fucking
He's saying that
equal
him.
Hold on. He was just about to say it. I thought he said he
Alright.
killed himself.
and whatever, but each action has an opposite reaction, according to fucking whatever. And
Whatever.
I fired him, and if he dies, it's not necessarily.
Oh, if he... What, this fucking guy? You're so important.
This is really a Nick Rekieta type situation. Well, if he dies, it's not my fault. And everyone, if Nick Rekieta suffers anything, it's because you guys didn't send him enough super chats.
It's not your fault. Yeah,
It-
it is. 100% your fault. So what? Who cares?
I mean, you could find a job that.
just shoot him in the back of the... Who fucking cares?
Don't you have anything he can do while inebriated? Can you hold a sign outside the business?
You probably
That'd be
could have done
fun.
that job. You had one little fuck up, and you fucking had a control freak tantrum and fired him. Who gives a shit? It happened.
Guys,
Whatever.
the show is not therapy for you, okay? You don't need to send
It's
in
your fault. You're
Yeah,
bad.
If you feel bad, then you should, and it's your it's your fault. There you go.
This is a message for future Vito.
Okay.
I know he's going to fuck it up at Hackmania. Vito, how's it going? You fucked up today, didn't you? You couldn't show Super Killer anymore because the campaign ended. Except for the 10 people that you saved spots for, apparently.
Oh, this audio
Get
sucks.
the fucking comic out, Vito. What are you doing at Hackmania? You should be flying down to that
All right,
artist
cut. This is
fucking
stupid.
shack
Okay.
What?
He's saying don't do anything with your life until the comic's done.
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
Yeah, don't go to Hackamania.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're going to cut him off?
Can you not record that from the fucking road? Can you guys fucking pull into a parking spot?
Why are your feet all the way over here? Get your shoes out of here. All right. Here we go.
The biggest problem in the universe is people who just believe anything they see online.
Mm-hmm. Great
Perfect.
call.
Perfect
Nailed it.
voicemail.
I agree.
Okay.
Hey, the biggest problem in the universe is that when somebody's in the stages of grief, they refuse to just jump to acceptance. Dick, you are denying the inevitable loss that Nick Rekieta is going to jail. You are in denial, just like Vito is with the scale. He's going to jail.
I'm the only one that thinks he's
Shouldn't
going to
have said
jail.
things about alcohol coming out of the judge's pussy. It's over. Super sucks, but just accept it. Stop moping about it.
It is true that
I think I'm the only one that
You're the
thinks
only one
both
who
Trump
thinks-
and Nick are going to jail.
Yeah.
Everyone else thinks it's funny
we should have bet on the Trump indictment. That would have been fun.
that he would get hit with it.
Yeah, because I won the Derek Chauvin bet all the way back.
You were betting that Trump would what?
I think he would have got. Yeah, I think he would have got hit with something on a felony. Would have caught a felony.
He obviously was getting found guilty.
Unless that
the
one
judge
guy
said you can convict. The judge says it doesn't even have to be unanimous, and you
Yeah,
have
the
to
judge
say
can
he's
do
guilty.
it anyway.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
How about Alex Jones having to sell all his stuff?
How about Dick is insufferable.mp3?
Okay.
So the biggest problem in the universe is listening to lawyers on cases that they're not actually on. Over the last couple of weeks since Rekieta has hit his charges, Dick has been insufferably listening to lawyers who say, "Oh, I've never seen a warrant like this before."
I didn't listen to that
Yeah,
show.
you haven't seen a lawyer doing cocaine,
What?
live streaming himself drunk before.
Well,
Name someone else who does that. Of course the warrant's
That is
going to
new.
be unique, you dumb fuck.
yeah.
So, again, stop listening to these lawyers pontificating, saying, "Oh, this warrant probably has maybe some terms that you could maybe get thrown out, maybe. Oh, please." Also, why are you believing in the government all of a sudden? Why are you believing that there's going to be some kind of justice? Like
I think it's the
a
point
very
is-
I mean,
weird-
this is you're the ultimate
Anyway, that's
black
a bigger
pill,
problem.
sir.
Go fuck yourself.
Thank you for the.
Well, it does seem like the cause for the warrant was the live stream, but the live stream was a guy getting drunk, and then they're trying to say there was something on his nose, but I'm like, there's There's not anything on his fucking
what
nose.
What are you talking about?
A guy was
he probably
drinking.
whacked it on some
A guy was
drywall.
drinking. He went to the bathroom. You don't know what he did in the bathroom. And
You know, what you're doing is very upsetting to this man.
I guess.
Talking about a legal case, about a guy who talks about legal cases and other lawyers are talking about it, this is just, people don't like it. They want you to go straight to acceptance.
Did you hear his kids said they were hungry, Dick? A hungry child? Can you
imagine?
Hungry child? Yeah, I've never experienced
I mean,
that.
the kid's in school all day. You should never experience hunger.
Hey, how the Rackets kids feeling? I'm a little peckish.
How you guys doing? I'm pretty fucking hungry. Are we done with school here? Am I done learning about God and how you should turn in your friends today?
You got any peanut butter crackers back there? You got any Cheez-Its or something? I'm just a little peckish.
Why isn't
today.
the teacher in jail? If she's got hungry kids
She
and she's
can
not
feed the
feeding
kids.
them.
Yeah. What happened to those school lunch programs in the church? Go
God,
to the church. Give them some crackers. Give them some wine.
Hate priests so much.
Kid probably said I didn't get one of those Jesus crackers. Everybody else got one.
I'm hungry.
I'm hungry.
Ooh, because your parents aren't feeding you?
I was hungry at church. I remember, but luckily our church for some reason had a cafeteria underneath it, and it was a great cafeteria.
Everyone's hungry all the time.
I missed that church cafeteria.
Everyone.
And they had a Virtuon machine for no reason.
I remember going to church as a kid, and we're like, all right, as soon as we're out, we got to get those donuts, man.
I said once we're out, we're going down in the
donuts.
basement. We're gonna get a cheese omelet, and we're gonna play Virtuon.
It's because
the
your
only
parents
good
aren't
thing about
taking care of
church.
you. That's why.
Were you ever a church goer? Was that ever a thing?
My family, we had to go to church when I was a kid, like a little kid.
I've talked about Bible camp on here, right?
I don't think so.
Or one of the cabins one time, they said it was like the oldest boys' cabin because the cabins were like split up by age. And they said, we're doing something fun today. And I'm like, oh, what are you guys doing? And they're like, we're taking all the mattresses off the bunks, and all the boys are going to take off their shirts and wrestle. And looking back, I go,
Oh, yeah, that's great.
looking back, I go, oh, one of those camp counselors was definitely
Yeah.
a pedophile, 100%.
Are there any pedophiles in Rackets church?
It's like 11-year-olds just wrestling. Luckily,
Yeah.
I was not in there. I was 1 year younger, so I didn't have to wrestle all the boys. Just a bunch of shirtless boys screaming Wolfpack, NWO, black and white. I think red and black was more. I don't know if people
the
like the black and
backlash
white or the red and
against
black.
priests or pedophiles
Yeah.
online is so annoying. Go, yeah, well, teachers are pedophiles too. Okay.
Yeah.
The
difference is that one of them is using the threat of hellfire to get the children in there.
Yeah.
It seems a little more fucked up. I gotta trust this guy. He's keeping me out of hell.
So you just really want us to know that that there are pedophile problems elsewhere? Thanks.
Well, other people rape kids. Yeah, well, that doesn't make this okay. What are you talking about?
Father O'Malley was, he was doing his best.
Did you hear about that guy on the
He didn't
plane?
rape
Did you hear about that guy on the plane with the stickers
Flight
and the phone?
attendants are pedophiles,
Flight attendants
too.
are also pedophiles, so...
Well, I have to use the plane. I don't have to go to... Nobody has to go to church.
Right.
So...
Yeah, you've created a trap. The child can't, can't decide whether or not
I
to go
can't
to
express
church.
myself without breaking the terms of service when it comes to those guys. Okay, let's go. Gibberish, sweat.
That sounds terrible.
Dick, Vito,
Why?
biggest problem in the universe is sweat.
Okay.
Sweat is an indicator of bad things. You're overheating, you're nervous, you're sobering up. Sweat is socially
That's
unacceptable. You look moist, you smell bad, you stain clothes, and worst of all, sweat is unstoppable. No mortal man can resist.
This is a pretty good.
To sweat.
That's a pretty good problem.
It's a good pitch.
problem.
Wow.
Sweat is unstoppable.
That's great.
Can you guys bring that kind of dramatic energy to these? Instead of riding down the fucking highway, Vito, the thing about the comic book.
Why are you at Hackamania when you can be doing the problem?
Why you at Hackamania?
Oh, man. I can't wait till Super Killer comes out.
It's not coming out. It's just a goof.
I wish that was true.
It'd be
But
funny.
I think you are going to
It'd
put
be
it
funny.
out. Even though there's no thermos in the lunchbox.
What is with this?
And the pogs are probably going to be
Today I had a
misaligned.
guy, and he goes, I don't understand why I can't just buy the lunchbox separately and have a
good
thermos
question.
separate.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, like when you buy like a collector's edition of anything, you get to just pick and choose which shit you want.
Yeah,
It's
but
not
that's
a
like real
bundle.
collector's edition.
This is a real collector's edition.
Not really. It's
this
just
is
like
going to be
you.
a super limited item that you guys can't actually get anymore. I'm only going to have like 30 extras, and I'm probably going to give them all, the artists and shit. It's over.
Yeah.
You didn't get one. You're fucked.
Okay. I mean,
That's
I don't
it.
know. There's like kind of a layer, like a aura of authenticity around like normal
The Yellow
collectibles.
Flash was making fun of Superkiller today.
Oh, he was?
Yeah.
He's trying to deflect from how he betrayed Nick.
He
And
betrayed
got
a lot
big
of
and
people.
he's pretending that
Nina
he's like,
Infinity is swapping sides, it looks like.
good. You shouldn't be mean to her.
If she swaps over to the team of good, I
Yeah.
will stop calling her a goblin most of the time. I mean, she's still a goblin, but
You can't do it.
she has
You can't do
she
it.
has goblin
You have some
type
kind of bitterness
features.
with her.
Yeah, she's a bad. She was
Why would you pick her as a nemesis?
because she's a
Easy punching bag.
easy punching bag.
Yeah.
Well, because she's not
She can't
talented
swing back.
in any way.
She can't punch back, right?
She could try.
You're afraid to go after anyone who could punch back. I get it.
I mean, of all the people in that sphere who are,
You want to pick on the woman.
well, some
Right?
of the women have done very well for themselves because they're kind of like talented broadcasters, right?
Yeah.
It's like Chrissy Mayer. She's got kind of a nice
punch
energy.
down. That's your motto.
Yeah.
Right?
Star Wars girl is kind of like she's
You're afraid
whatever.
of all the
She's
other
a dumb
ones.
bitch, but at least it's kind of interesting. The
Who
way
is
she
a dumb
talks.
bitch?
Star Wars girl. She's kind of like a dumb cunt, but that's cute in its own way.
Why do you think that?
Oh, because she blocked me on Twitter.
Oh, yeah. I can't imagine why she would do that. They just don't want you around.
Before she blocked me on Twitter, I was like, oh, she's great. But now
Yeah.
she's a dumb, stupid fucking whore.
I think Nina
And,
was right. I think maybe you were just jealous of Eric.
Jealous of
Looking
Eric?
back.
In what way?
His comic.
I'm not jealous of it. I don't like it at all. It's terrible.
Yeah, but you both wanted the magazine. Like, you guys are both very similar, except he's black.
Well, that's a big difference. I don't know.
That's true.
That's a very
I'm starting to
big
think Nina
difference.
was right, though.
If Nina swaps sides, I will temper my
But you
critique.
won't. You're like, you're so eager to
I mean, in the
betray.
back of my mind, I'm going to think about.
It won't be in the back of your mind. You will outwardly betray people
Look,
constantly.
Look,
Like you did with Riley and Mark Brooks.
I didn't betray Riley.
But we all know you
did-
would have.
I didn't betray Riley, and I wouldn't. No, I would not.
Yes, you would.
No, I would
that's
not.
That's what people are saying.
I can still betray Riley, and I haven't done it.
See, there's the threat.
How would I betray him? What would I do?
I don't know. You do something.
I have nothing to do against
But you
Riley.
you wish you could.
No, I love Riley. We had a lot of fun at Hackamania. It was a very positive influence until
Yeah,
we got
yeah.
Korean barbecue, and you scared him and mint salad.
No one wanted to go to that fucking Korean barbecue. That
Everyone
you
enjoyed
took us
it.
to.
That one guy, what's his name? The other Riley really enjoyed it.
What other Riley? Oh yeah, I remember him. Yeah,
other Riley was there. All right,
he
well,
fucking sidewinded us, man.
all right, well, you know what? Go to Vegas yourself next time. I don't care. Guys, don't forget to vote on all the problems. The biggest problem of the show. Next week, we're going to do a bonus episode, hopefully.
Oh, yeah.
I thought we had a good plan for one, and now I can't remember it. So if anyone has a suggestion for a good bonus episode
I can't remember
topic.
it either.
We did talk about doing biggest problem in Pokemon, but I don't know if we should save that. We could just do it.
Pokemon?
Yeah, well, you know.
Is that out yet? What do you?
There's a million
Why?
Pokemons. Why not?
I don't know.
I'm trying to think. Did a big video game come out we could talk about? Anyway, we're going to do some Super Chats. Guys, get your Super Chats in now. Don't forget memberships. You'll be able to use our exciting emojis. Get those emojis in. Wow. A lot
I'll
of
be
fun.
right back. I got to get another beer.
All right. Could you get me, is there any soda or anything? Diet Coke? All right. Koof for 5. Nice hanging with you all at Hackamania. Thank you for not killing yourselves. Always good to see you, Koof. Thanks for the sticker, which I have put on my television. I got a lot of great stickers at Hackamania. Obtuse Gnome for 20 says, obese. And Obtuse Gnome for another 20 says, where is Dick Siphon of Dagon? That guy is a regular appearance in the chat. Hazman again for 2. Hackamania was cool. Vito was gay, not a comedian. Hazman again for 2 says, shook Vito's hand at Hackamania. He was stinky. Hazman for 5. Vito to live stream at buffet. Look at me putting this fat sausage in my mouth. Someone passes by. Michelle will get the quarterly reports ready. Faux show for €5 says, thanks, Dick. Tubi, 242 for 20, says, I finally found the clitoris. There was a copy of Super Killer under it.
Oh, wow. That's
Tubi
To
also.
soak up the juices? What was
Yeah.
that doing there?
Can you give me a horrifying alien sound effect?
Oh, fuck. Did we forget it?
Whatever. For $100.
Whoa!
Arrgh! Bring out the captain, cabin boy. Vito needs to start blexing the men down. Walk the plank, you scurvy pedo. Did you see there's actually a foreign pet shop calling itself Peto?
Really?
Yeah.
Where?
I forget, but somebody sent me a link to it. And I was like, oh, that's weird that they didn't figure that out. Maybe that word is
Do they
not
have
used in their
T-shirts?
language. Yeah, they had shirts that just say pet-o. What the fuck? It was very bizarre. Hazman again for 5. Big back, big back, big back, big back. Yeah, my back is loaded up with snacks and different foods. My name is Vito, and back is fucking huge. Hazman for 2. Vito fat. He ate the super chat. Peter Wagner for 5. Thanks for helping me with taking apart my cabinet, Vito. I hope the mother's milk and Q-tips were enough for your help. It wasn't a cabinet. I heard you on the fucking thing. It was a Vegas sign, one of those big, like plexiglass fake
fuck
Vegas.
is a Vegas sign?
The welcome to Vegas sign that you see when you're coming into Vegas.
Was that
It's the
sign? You
diamond.
ripped off that sign?
It was two mock replicas of that sign,
Huh.
which I helped a Middle Eastern guy load into his truck, and he did not.
I don't even know how you get roped into that, though. Like, somebody talks to me on the street, I'm just like, yeah. I don't, like, process what they're saying.
Well, because usually when I get approached by people, I go, "Oh, this will be an opportunity to be rude to a stranger."
okay.
When they
You
go,
didn't.
Well, no, because he had a good pitch where he's like, "You want to help me load this thing, and I'll give you money."
Mm-hmm.
But usually it's like, "We're with Dare." I'm like, "Dare has killed so many people, and you
Okay.
have blood on your hands."
Yeah.
Or I was walking by somebody who was collecting signatures for Israel. And I said,
Oh, Israel?
Yeah, Israel. And I said, I don't know. I think those Hamas
Is it a
guys.
tax collector?
I said, I kind of like those Hamas guys. What do you think about them? And they got really mad. I'm like, well, that's funny. Anyway, Peter Wagner for 2. Any favorite horror movies? No, all horror movies are bad, and that's why the Soskas are allowed to direct them. Black Crimson
the
for
ones
5.
where they piss in each other's mouths or something.
Regurgitated
and it's
sacrifice.
There's a weird incest guy
Yeah.
directing it. What's his name? Vincent Valentine or something.
I think that's pretty close
from
to it.
Final Fantasy.
Yeah, wait, that is the name of the guy from
Vincent Satan. What is
Vincent.
his name?
It's very
Arr.
close. Vincent
Sailing
Valentine.
sailing the seas of piss with the Soska sisters.
All right, we
Here
got
I
a lot of
go.
super chats to go through. So if you don't have to do the pirate thing the whole.
I do because the guy paid for it right away.
Well,
That's
you,
when I do
you
it.
could go in and out of it.
Oh,
Black Crimson for 5. Thanks for the snacks. Thanks for not killing yourselves. A for 2. Vito's fork is a perpetual motion machine. Turkey sandwich for 2. Vito's favorite dish is chicken statutory, not AI. Shit lips for 5. He's saying AI did not write that joke for him. Shit lips for 5. Hello, friends. Hello. Black Crimson for 5 Australian. I listened to Dick vs. Stardust on the Kill stream. I did see that. I learned that only modern women can make looking after 4 kids look like an impossible task.
It's not fair that they left the children in charge, the 16-year-old in charge of the kids. It's not fair to them. I couldn't believe what I was hearing from
I was going to
Indian.
say, not, well, yeah, exactly, an Indian family.
Fuck you
I was going
talking
to say there's
about?
even parts of America, let's be clear, I don't know exactly what communities, but mom says I'm going out. And my 5 or 6 or 7 kids, you guys will be fine or whatever else.
You know what I loved on that, on the
What?
kill stream? Because Ralph took some callers when I was arguing
Right.
with Stardust. Obviously, I'm pro Nick, and I believe Nick immediately. And I don't think he neglected his kids at all. When Stardust, a caller called in and said, okay, well, so the parents should always be home, right? So they can take a kid to the hospital, right? Well, what if when the parents take a kid to the hospital, another of the kids gets hurt and needs to go to the hospital? And Stardust goes, well, then the other parent would be there to take them to the hospital. And the guy goes, okay, but then what if then another kid gets I was like, you nailed it. You fucking got her. You fucking got her. Stardust,
You
you're
nailed-
fucking done.
you nailed
You're
the
done in
wall.
this town, you
You
bitch.
nailed
You're
the
fucking
wall.
done. Get out of here.
How's Stardust doing, huh?
People just hate Coke. They're terrified of it. They'll crawl over a mountain of cigarettes and
Yeah.
cheeseburgers and alcohol to find a little gram of Coke or whatever and go like, aha, we got you, you son of a bitch.
I remember Stardust was mad at me because she had Nick Fuentes on. It was going terribly. So I started livening it up by asking Nick, actually interesting questions.
Oh, yeah, like what?
I don't know, just this was way back when. And I'm like, well, what are you trying to do with Cozy? What's that about? like stuff
okay.
about current events.
Yeah.
And then later she complained to Mr. Girl. She's like, Vito really steamrolled the Nick Fuentes thing. And I'm like, bitch, you were just sitting there not saying anything. So Stardust didn't like me for a second.
You fight with too many women.
They're very easy to fight with.
Well,
It's
that's
like-
why you shouldn't do it. I don't fight with women. I'm fighting with men.
Here's why you don't fight with women is because women look at guys and they go like, oh, well, I wouldn't fuck with Dick because he's going to like say horrible things to me. And he's
I would not.
Well, they go,
What am I going to say?
Well, they go, he's a very strong kind of, you have like an alpha male look to you, right? And they look at guys like me and they
What's
go,
alpha male about a pirate
I
with
got
a hammer?
pirate with a hammer. What could that possibly be? And they look at a guy like me, and I think, in high school, they're all these bad bitches, and they go, oh, I know that kind of guy. He must be.
So they pick on you?
Yeah, well, exactly. They go, like, he must be like a weak nerd type, and they don't understand that I don't give a shit about anything. And I go, fuck you, you fucking goblin whore. And they're
Yeah,
like,
but
oh,
why do
wait,
you have
I
to
wasn't
be so
expecting
mean
that.
to them?
Because I fucking hate a lot of them, because they're little fucking bitches. They're little snipey, like,
But why do you give him so much attention?
because they go on these other like fucking things, and they go on these podcasts and whatever else, and they just go. They wait for the men to talk shit. Okay, like Yellow Flash goes, "Yeah, that Vito's a piece of shit," and they go, "Yeah, he is a piece of shit." Oh my god, Yellow Flash, that's like so smart. And I'm like, you don't have a fucking thought in your head. You just fucking parrot whatever these fucking idiots are saying.
Why are you pointing at me?
Because you have a parent
For
on
idiot.
your shoulder.
Oh, okay.
I was giving you a little something.
Oh, yeah.
If they had like a genuine criticism of me, okay. But most of the time, it's just like
women?
whatever Eric July says, whatever fucking Yellow Flash says.
You're using
okay?
genuine and women in the same
That
sentence?
was my problem with Nina Infinity is that Yellow Flash goes, I fucking hate Vito. Vito's a fucking pedophile. And she goes, I know. He's like the fucking worst. Oh, my God.
Yeah, but then you're bringing in horny thinking about a little girl taking pictures of little girls on the toilet. What are people supposed to think? Arr.
Thanks for adding the pirate thing to it. Look, all these talentless whores just drive me nuts, okay? All they do is we need a token woman to show up and agree with our opinions. We need a token woman to show up and go, be little cheerleaders and go, yeah, you guys are like so smart and funny.
Oh, no. They're all pregnant now, though. Chrissy Mayr's pregnant. Star Wars girl's
I
pregnant.
didn't say anything about Chrissy Mayr. Chrissy Mayr's a friend of the show. We like Chrissy Mayr.
Yeah, but not enough to go to her comedy show.
I liked Star Wars Girl until she blocked me on Twitter, so now she's a talentless whore, and I hope she dies.
Oh, so bad.
I don't hope she dies.
Dies? She's pregnant.
I hope she dies like her horse sister who disappeared. No, I'm just kidding.
That's not kidding. That's way out of line.
I know.
That's way out of line.
I don't mean it. Okay.
That's way,
I know that's
way out of line.
That's why I
You're
said
so
it, because it's so
bitter.
fucked up. Okay?
Yeah, but you're not. But you actually are. You don't like her though. You can't say really mean things.
No,
and you
I
also don't like
I'll
her.
say this. I like Star Wars Girl. I wish she didn't bother me. I think she has like a little bit of talent. She's better
In her bra.
In her bra. All right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
What
man.
is your problem with all these girls?
That they're fucking little snipey bitches.
But why do you
on
think
Twitter
about
and shit.
them?
I'm not really. It's just we're
Women
bringing it up.
women are just like the weather, you know. It's just like I don't get mad at spring is here.
All I'm saying,
or Christmas time is
all
here.
I'm saying is, okay, I didn't create the dichotomy. I didn't create the rift.
God did.
There doesn't need to be the Eric July camp and the whatever the fuck
Yes, there
other
does.
camp. There doesn't have to be.
Yes, there does.
There can be.
Because I will
there can
attack
be
anyone
an
who's on the Eric
intermingling.
July camp.
Well, that's what I'm doing. If you're on the Eric July camp, you fucked up.
Yeah, but you just said there doesn't have to be two camps.
Well, there can be
lying.
a little bit of crossover.
No. You cannot think
Who's
Yaira is
crossing
good.
over?
You
Some
can't fucking think Yaira is good.
Why was Ricada still talking to Yellow Flash? He should have picked a fucking lane, and now Yellow Flash has betrayed him. So maybe you're right. You're right. There is two camps.
You can't think Yaira is good. You just fucking can't. Okay?
Yeah.
You're lying. It's impossible.
It's really bad.
I'm not saying there's sides, but there's just no fucking way you can say that's good.
Even
as that fat wart said,
Yeah.
well, that was a fun read. On to me next gym selfie. Or I've got to go to the gymnasium and take a picture of myself sweating through my shirt.
I want to be surprised. Let's put it that way. I wanted Yaira to be good because it would have been like,
Because
all
you want
right.
to betray everyone and show how much better you are
I want
than
this to get
everything.
interesting. I want it to be like, oh, there are some good comics on the other side. Now, what's that going to look like? I'm still like, what if Yellow Flash is
How did you think the Soska sisters would write something good? They're fucking piss sisters, horror whores. They got no talent at all.
Some people say, I haven't read it. Some people said that their Black Widow comic was good, but I didn't read it.
It fucking sucks.
I don't know.
It's got some pedophile that's dressed up like a clown. It's totally tonally inappropriate.
Well, I haven't read it. I don't know. I heard Eric July likes it, so maybe it's good. What if Yellow Flash's comic is good? That would be surprising. I don't think that guy's, smart enough to write a good comic, but maybe, I don't know, maybe he has some secret storytelling
I hope there's a tribute to the veterans in it. I really hope that Yellow Flash has a tribute to fucking veterans in his comic book.
Well,
I hope it's actually a 2-pager. If it's 2 pages, it's not enough. There needs to be 3 pages of thanking the veterans. There's a very special note about a fucking grandpa or somebody. Yeah, who was on D-Day. Ooh.
I mean, the premise is weird to me because
he wasn't drafted. He wanted to go.
When I heard it was like the Power Rangers during World War II, I'm like, that's what Rippaverse needs. It needs the fucking elevator pitch. Power Rangers during World War II. Boom. But then it turns out
they're Japanese, right? No, they're
Egyptian.
Americans.
Well, with Egyptian powers. Do you know that? It's like magic Egyptian armor on the guy.
Retarded.
I'm like, you already fucked it up. Why'd you fuck it up?
The powers are Zordon. Roll the fade then.
No, the powers are.
Wow, that's where the power comes from. Right there.
I think the powers are during Pearl Harbor, a experimental Japanese aircraft crashed, and within the wreckage, they found the Japanese power armor that the evil Japanese scientists developed during
and then an American put it on?
Yeah, during the rape of Nanking.
I don't know.
Yeah, they took a bunch of Chinese women and took their bones and made Power Ranger armor out of it or whatever the fuck.
What?
Well, the rape of Nanking.
That's not real.
No, obviously not. But I'm saying.
Okay. What the hell was that?
Well, I'm saying there was the Japanese were crazy with their laboratories and their kidnapping people to run experiments on them. That would make more sense to me that an American guy stole Japanese power armor and was now turning it around.
You think Yellow Flash is trying to butter up Eric? He's like, please don't sell one of your books when I put mine up because we're both trying to grift the same people.
I think that everyone is going to suck Eric July's dick to sell their comic book. You already got that drunk 3PO guy who's on the Rip-Ascend train.
I don't know that guy. All right, let's go. We got a lot of super chats to get through.
He needs a better
I
letterer.
hate comic shit.
No, you don't. Let's see. J-Rob detailing in Ireland for €5 says, let's go.
Let's go!
Britzman for 2. Vito's booty, but make dick safe the prize box.
Makes dick safe the prize box. Well said,
Tom
Britzman.
Schlimmelbitch for ILS 30. Thanks, Coof. Cole Markland for 5. Vito, your latest win was that onion soup
Is that
mix.
shekels? Is that what that little thing is?
Is that
ILS?
ILS?
I don't know.
Israeli
Loose shekels?
Shilling. Cole Markland for 5 says, Vito, your latest win was that onion soup mix and sour cream dip recipe. It's delicious. That and the buffet stream. Keep up the food content. Did you try the onion dip?
No.
Get the onion soup mix. Get the sour cream.
Yeah, I remember.
It's going to blow your mind.
I haven't bought any onion dip.
Steve for 2. Holy shit, an actual sponsor.
Yeah. Allforone.cash.
And don't forget
I shouldn't have ripped it up.
to check out Kendall and Hyde. Was that it?
What are you talking? Why would you plug other people?
I don't even know what that is. It's like I thought they went out of business.
Allforone.
Cash. I think you can win this. $10,000. Get the app.
If you win it, give us a little bit.
I think,
taste.
yeah, give us a nice super chat. Shitlips for 2. Speaking of mattresses, solid BM for 2. Best ad read, original, not like other YouTubers. Yeah, we're going to argue over every shitty ad read that you do. Straturgery for 10. Let's get a combo hit of fog and the sci-fi sound just to set the mood. I hate that fog.
How much was that?
$10.
Yeah, that's enough. Only for a little bit.
Only for a little bit. Cat Abyss for 2. F you, Vito, for invalidating my treasuring lifestyle. Straturgery for 10. Imagine thinking that someone would upload your Hackamania. Okay. When you go to check, they chuck dicks in my ass.
Why did you scan it in advance?
Because I don't know. Imagine
You're so paranoid about your stand-up getting out because it was so bad.
It was really bad.
Wait, read it. It was funny. It was check dicks in my ass.
Imagine thinking that someone would upload your Hackamania appearance on the Biggest Problem Patreon, but when you go to check, they chuck dicks in my ass. Nobody wants that, Veets and dicks. Nobody wants that. We will upload the show There was a recording issue during the stand-up problem, and that footage does not exist. Aquavich for 2.
Everyone ask Patch, and Nobody Likes Onions. Everyone ask him to upload the stand-up, including Vito.
I will not do the next episode
Tell
of the
him
show.
that Vito does not want.
If you upload the stand-up, I will quit the show for a month. You will have no show. You'll have to go a month without this show. James, don't burn your material, says Aklovich. James Gardner for 10. Sex regrets in jail.
Ooh.
I will upload the Josh Denny stand-up.
That's not yours to upload, though.
He'd give it to me. I think he already gave Carl his footage.
No.
Me, 4120 for 5. Stand-up Vito, comedy man. Vito, always with the hot PDF file jokes.
A lot of hot pedophile jokes.
Johnny Rockets for 5. Yaira PDF, nope. Expect Yaira edited edition within a week or whatever.
Yes. Right. Johnny Rocket.
He is the man of remixing comics. Fox Foley for 10. In 55 days, the lead actress from Cuties turns 18. I repeat, the lead actress of Cuties is going TBF game before Vito releases a single copy of Super Killer.
The Cuties girl is going to be legal before Super Killer
he
comes
almost
out.
got me with a TBF. That was a
that was a
smart
good one, but that's interesting.
I don't know why it would be interesting. I don't find it
interesting. Well, because now she's an adult, so you're like, yeah, you guys are fucking nuts. The quartering, you're a weird
Someone
freak
should interview her and find out what
you guys
her
are just
actually
constantly
thoughts are.
blasting my picture to say how gross and sick it is, but you're traumatizing me as a little girl just to raise money. Like, you guys are sick perverts. The quartering specifically is a sick freak who was doing that over and over and over for like a month. It's degenerate. It's
also, what people
disgusting.
don't understand is that movie came in France like a year or two before it came out in America. So for her, it's like absolute ancient history that people will not let go of.
It's deranged.
She's like, I've done more with my life. I don't need you guys to keep bringing this up on my behalf. King Europe, look at this.
Look at this sickness.
King Europe for £5. Biggest problem is girlfriend's shopping list. It's not good enough to get coffee beans. It's got to be fair trade coffee beans. Fuck off.
You're doing the shopping for your girlfriend?
Clipsama for 2 says, I'm going to upload your stand-up for archival purposes.
Let Nick fuck her. Why don't you?
Well, I can't stop you. Shitlips for 2. You've got be fair to the cops. They were jealous of Rackets.
Agreed.
Vinny Vidici for 2. The buffet stream made me swear off buffets.
Good.
I put gummy bears on a slice of pizza. That was interesting. Just Ibon for 5 Australian. Kids unfed, unwashed, wearing the same stinky clothes. Nick is taking the blackface lawyer shtick way too far. I thought my opening joke was solid. I don't know.
I didn't hear your opening joke.
Once it didn't get a laugh, I'm like, this crowd's fucking with me.
The crowd is there for shows that make fun of other things.
I said well, that's the thing. If I did a bunch of Stuttering John material. Well, even, what do you call it? Pat Dixon went up there. And he was getting like fucked over, and he said, "You guys just want Stuttering John shit.
No,
That's
that
all
was
you
the
want."
other guy, Eddie Stansterts, or whatever his name was. Yeah,
was he the last
Pat Dixon
guy?
was asleep.
Oh, who? Oh, no. I thought Pat Dixon was the yelling guy.
No, Pat Dixon wears glasses and goes like, "Well, you know, Vito." He sounds like Dennis Miller.
Oh,
Eddie something.
Okay.
Was the guy that said, "You guys just want Stuttering John shit."
Was he the guy who went for 27 minutes? He went like 15 minutes over the light, and eventually. Fucking Melton was screaming at him, and he's like, "Will you wrap up your fucking set?" Ibon. Yeah, we did that one. My opening joke was when I read the Nick Rekieta thing. It said the kids are stinky and hungry, and what's the other thing? I forget.
Stinky.
They're stinky and they're hungry and they haven't changed their clothes. I said, I think I might be one of Nick Rekieta's kids. That's me to a T. It's a good joke. River Beard for 5. Free new comic book at thecomputersatemyfriends.com. Check it out. Thecomputersatemyfriends.com. Warren for 5. I'm the foster parent who's going to get Nick's kids. Don't worry, Nick. I'll take good care of them.
Whoa.
I was going to make that joke on Twitter, and then I said, you know what? I'm just going to get in trouble. So.
Yeah. It's not funny.
Yeah, you're right. Well, that was why I was going to get in trouble. I'm like, I don't want to make jokes about the guy's kids. Who are stinky and hungry. Big Boss for 2. Vito, would you go on Fish Tank Season 3 if I asked? No. Because you can't jerk off. Shit Lips for 2. Accordion.
Oh, fuck. I forgot it.
That's true. A for 2. Vito's pretty good at eating. Vito's wiener for 5. Vito's weight gain and Vegas hedonism does not make me wet. Can you give me an alien sound effect for Adam Martin with a big $50 on the board? Here's the money I was going to spend on some ungrateful cunt off of Hinge. I canceled because I knew I would have a better time drinking and watching y'all.
Yeah, fuck women. She's probably fat.
I'm going to say this was a pretty good episode. Big bumbling 0 for 5. Biggest problem is airport security not deciding whether the laptop stays inside or outside the bag. Every airport has a different fucking rule. Abolish the TSA.
What's the deal with the bag inside or outside the bag? Do they want it inside the bag or outside the bag?
Yeah, airport jokes.
What am I, wearing my pants or not wearing my pants?
Airport jokes. Justin Broderick for 5. Vito, what made you think a live stream of you eating was a good idea?
That's a great fucking question, man.
It was fun. Well, I figured I was like, I could get some super chats, pay for this buffet.
You thought you'd get a free buffet.
I did get a free buffet.
Man,
I thought it would be like, hey, what is Vito up to?
I think ideally you would make content where you just record yourself sleeping and people would give you money for that.
That's the ideal form of content.
Yeah, for you.
Diamond G for 333. It's been 3 weeks since we had some fog.
$2 of fog?
$3.
Or 333.
$3.
Okay, that's a funny amount. So
it's been James Gardner for 5. It's a government problem. Maybe one other thing. Free Rackets. Clip of verses here. Biggest problem is hotel doorways not wide enough for the luggage carts. I've encountered
Too much
this
fun.
3 times out of our last 10 hotels. Little hotel humor for you. It goes with the airport humor. Riley Everson for 5. Nick should hit up Kyle for PKA for advice on navigating them pesky drug charges. Also, Vito and Woody should meet up sometime for a Cuties show.
Oh, Woody is all about cuties too?
I haven't seen it, and I don't want to see it. Sounds terrible. Nicholas for 5. Canadian, 49 days until Vito officially becomes a hack fraud.
Uh-oh. Is that when Deadpool 3 comes out?
I think so.
Are you worried about that?
Well,
I saw your little email update where you said the digital copy's coming out before Deadpool 3.
I didn't say before Deadpool 3, but
you implied it. Is it?
I got plans.
Is it?
Well,
is it going to come out before?
It's going to come down to if the artist can ramp it up.
You got to yell at that guy, man.
He knows. I've told him the deadline that
you gotta
I want to hit.
It's going to be a big L for me.
And then he said in an email recently, he said, well, I don't know. These last pages seem complicated.
Complicated?
And I'm like, yeah, I know they're complicated. But, like, also he doesn't want to use AI to, like, get fucking poses and shit.
So?
I mean, it would just
Do you have AI on your comic?
Oh, I sent him a mock-up that I made in AI.
Are you going to post that?
Yeah, I already posted it on Twitter. It's awesome.
Oh.
And he saw it and he said, He said, I'm confused. Why is this page already drawn? And I said, no, that's AI. You need to draw it in your style. And he said, oh.
Man, are you like micromanaging this guy to death?
I give him storyboards.
Yeah, but like
hit media, it'll find
doing
it quicker.
AI and sending that to an artist I would think that would be very insulting.
It is very insulting, but it also is a way for me to get it to him much quicker.
Wow, look at all these posts.
Well, you have to put an image with your post or else it doesn't get traction on YouTube.
Jesus.
This is what I sent him.
This was AI.
Yeah, well, it's also with Photoshop. I did some Photoshop work on it.
Oh, okay.
So it's like a.
So what do you need an artist for?
Well, at some point, who knows if AI keeps getting good. This came out, but this was like pretty good for AI, right?
I mean, I don't know what's happening. It's like, yeah, like a magnet sucking out everybody.
It's like you could see. I was just like
Magna.
Well, yeah, it's supposed to look like manga. I was like, I want everybody reacting to the fucking Earth getting sucked up.
Yeah.
By the energy ball.
So this is fine. It's already drawn.
I know. It looks really good.
There you go. You don't need an artist at all.
AI is like surprisingly powerful. But I want the guy to draw it. He's going to draw it. I was just like, here's what, I'm envisioning.
And you're like, here, draw exactly this.
No, don't draw exactly this. But, like, I want them all looking up, and I want you to draw the Earth getting sucked, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not, most of my pages aren't AI. I just figured I'd try it for this one because, honestly, drawing the Earth is, like, kind of, I mean, I guess I could have sketched it out. Okay. Whatever. I think it was good. I think it's good.
How would he rate you as a boss?
Oh, he hates me. I know he hates me, but I pay him good. Tomato Head for 5. Hard R, you need to be searching 10 hours of Sea Shanty 2 for pirate music, ye landblubbers. It'd be exactly what you're looking for to plunder Vito's booty.
Wait, I got somebody sent me in
Oh, the other problem with my
Fucking-
comic is I got a colorist, to color the pages.
Okay.
And she goes,
That was totally unnecessary. You should have done it black and white.
Why do you say that?
Because it's better.
What do you mean?
I mean, it's better. What do you mean?
Well, what's wrong with the color?
Well, it's just like, it's throwing the color on in addition to everything else.
You're just saying that it takes more time?
It takes more time, and what's the point? Black and white feels like indie, black and white. You can fill in the blanks with your brains.
Well, I might have an announcement on that front.
What's the announcement?
There might be.
Is this the announcement for some pirated music? Me lads.
This sucks.
What's wrong with this? No, this is good pirate music. Arr! Are you getting into it, Vito?
I'm just going to power through this bit. Power through.
Here we go, me lads. We're finding all the colorists in the 7 seas and rounding them up so they could color Vito's comic so it comes out on time. What do you think about that, me hearties? What do you think about that, me pedophiles?
You done?
We're never done pirating. We've got to sail around the earth, drawing comic books.
Get it all out.
No, never gonna happen. Let me drink this for 1 second. All right. I finally found a good song.
You happy? Is that satisfying
Yeah,
for you?
pretty happy, yeah. I don't have a late comic book.
Very good.
That's turning
How's
into
the silly pants skating routine coming along?
I don't care.
Man, you're such a piece of shit. Tomato Head for 5. Hard R. You be searching 10 hours of She Shanty 2 for pirate music, you land blubbers. It be exactly what you're looking for. To plunder Vito's booty.
Yes.
Steve for 2. Hamfist the slobber pocket. Hat trick for 5. GME $75 million dilution was to kill the ability for a single board member to call a board vote. $5 billion on cash on hand now. M&A soon. In short, situation is worse this time.
Yes, that's what
Okay.
I thought.
TBF for 5. I shook Vito's hand in Vegas. He has a horribly putrid and fetid musk. Vito smells is what I'm saying. Absolutely terrible. And in that heat, ugh. Well,
I don't think that's real.
I hope that's not real.
I don't think that's real.
I was helping load shit into a truck though, so maybe I
don't know why you would do
doing
that.
I did it for $60.
It's not worth it.
I probably could have got more.
Sweating
out of
your
the guy.
ass off in the desert like that.
It was cool. I got to meet the guy who owns the antique store and talk about what it's like owning an antique store. I like meeting people. Peter Wagner for 2 released stand-up at 305 pounds. Not a bad idea. Vito's Wiener for 10. Pro tip, if a fiat asshole is disappointed you, just dispute the fraud with your credit card company. Interesting. 14 Pat for CZK 69. Hi, gay boys. Vito, do you like antiques or just nerd shit? Also love you both. Always make me laugh. I like 60s and 70s decor. If I look at some of the houses in LA and I'm sad that they're all refurbished. Because I'd like to get a house that has that like 60s shag carpet.
What's shag carpet from 60 years ago?
I mean, that's a good point. I like the wood.
Get new
I like the
shag
wood
carpet.
paneling. The wood
Yeah.
paneling I love. I was looking
you
at
could get that.
Although I still was like, man, I should move to Vegas. I was staying at my buddy's house in Vegas, and it's got a nice little pool in the back.
Sure. You love it. Do it.
We could.
Why not?
We could do the show over Zoom.
Nope. That would be the end. I'm not doing a fucking Zoom show.
What do you mean? What's wrong with that?
They suck.
Yeah,
They're boring.
Whatever. The show already sucks anyway. Who cares?
Oh, okay.
I mean, haven't we reached the tipping point where it's basically like PKA and we can just put in the minimum amount of effort because everybody knows us and they got nothing else to listen to? Can't we do that?
Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man.
Come on. These guys love the shit talk. It's fun. Justin Rowland for 2. If only you guys had a P.O. box for delivery. Yeah,
Did you
I
see
know.
Boogie got a promise ring for his
Dude, I saw
girlfriend?
that and I was like, bro, come on.
A 50-year-old man
I didn't
should
comment
not be
because
getting a promise ring.
I wanted to comment, but I was like, I don't even know what the fuck to say about Boogie getting his girlfriend a promise ring, like a fucking 15-year-old.
Bro.
I was like, I hope this is a bit.
And the gem was made out of one of his teeth.
I was like, yeah, well, he rubbed some fucking cancer blood on it to enchant the stone.
A promise ring.
I was like, please tell me this is like a funny bit. Like this is
because it's not funny.
Right. Well, it's pedophilic in a way.
It's a yeah. I hate that.
As far as like the pedophile rumors about Boogie going, I was like, oh no, he would never know that. I got my girlfriend a promise ring. I was like, why don't you get her a fucking bib and a bonnet, you fucking psychopath? What are you doing?
What are you talking about?
That's horrifying.
Why are you talking about her dad? Why the fuck are you talking about her dad on the internet? You have a huge following.
Why don't you buy her some fucking Bratz dolls and a spirograph? Why are you treating her?
I bought her a promise ring and a Polly Pocket set.
Like a 15-year-old. This is insanity. But you know what? That's why that's the lol cow life, right? It gives people something to talk about. If any of our adult members listening to this podcast have ever considered getting their girlfriend a promise ring, get her a fucking pair of earrings. That's it. Get her like some regular jewelry if you really want to buy your girlfriend jewelry.
A promise ring.
Earrings, a necklace.
I promise to eat myself to death.
Yeah, not a ring. A ring is a different thing.
I promise you can do better than me. Here you go.
I promise that when the blood cancer takes me, you can have all my magic cards.
I promise I won't fill the hole inside of you that your dad made when you were a little girl or your uncle maybe.
I was hanging out on Whatnot, and I just stumbled across Boogie selling his magic cards.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there was like 7 people watching. I was like, this is not going well.
That's rough.
I mean, my streams get basically the
promise
same
rings
amount.
aren't free.
No, they're not. Cole Markland for 2, USPS, P.O. Box landed Kyle in prison for weed. That's true.
You got to go to the UPS store.
Justin Ryan for 2, Vito could go to the post office and steal ballots.
Yes.
Sam Coyne for 2, Masters and I hate your fingernails. Sorry, not sorry.
They're totally normal.
Exactly 40 dead batteries for 2 says I like that joke. I believe that was your T-Rex joke.
Yeah. Good.
Kara Fro for 5.
I'd like one of them new penises, please. I'm a lady T-Rex.
Dick.
I'm a male now.
Do the mouth.
I'd like one of those. T-Rex goes into the trans doctor's office.
We got the whole joke. You can skip the punchline.
No, you can't skip the joke.
Unfortunately, sir.
You can tell Chappelle to skip the joke.
We're not doing the whole joke again.
I can do the whole joke. I have to do the whole joke. I have to do the whole joke.
Okay.
I'd like one of those newfangled penises that you've got there.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a lady T-Rex, but I
T-Rex.
feel like a man. I'm a man T-Rex inside of me.
Transrex.
Literally.
Transrex.
The T stands for trans, everybody.
Give you a little something.
And I says to the doctor, so how big's this wiener going to be? I'm a pretty big guy. T-Rex, obviously, king of the thunder lizards. You know, it means that Transrex, king of the trans lizards.
Right.
How big's the little wiener going to be that you're going to give to me, doctor? And the doctor says, well, it's we can only make it as big as the way the science works, we can only make it as big as your forearm.
All right. I get it. That's your T-Rex face. I don't know if it works with the pirate costume necessarily, but
no, I just do this for like 10 minutes.
That would have killed it, Hackamania. You should have gave that to me in the green room.
Because it's not about fucking Stuttering John or making fun of some other podcast. They should be like... Very amusing.
Yeah, I should have brought my Stut Joe material. Yolanda Finkelstein for 5. Yeah, keep doing it. My postwoman forged my signature on registered mail, then delivered it to the wrong house, the house of a literal schizo, by the way. She's still employed. 2B for 10. What it is, partner. Steve for 2.
What it is, partner?
Eric's lies about his creative is a burnt stump. Royston Bailey for 2. How much do you think the Rippaverse is losing monthly? The Yaira statue. Did we miss that? Did we talk about that?
Oh, yeah. That looks dumb.
Well, he's pretending that him and Todd McFarlane are friends. He's putting up all these videos with thumbnails of him standing next to Todd McFarlane, but it's not really it.
Yeah, they're
not
have
really
any
in the
kind
same
of
room.
Partnership. He's like
No,
lying
he's definitely
about...
never talked to Todd McFarlane. He talked to
Yeah.
somebody in the fucking production
They're
department.
just paying for a statue.
They're paying a lot for a statue. I was like, he's paying $150,000 to produce those. I guarantee it. But whatever, if he sells them. But I think he only sold 200. So he's going to break even, and then he's going to have 300 statues sitting in a warehouse, which maybe he's happy about.
We should buy one. Just to jack off on it.
No. I'll tell you this. How about if somebody gets one and scans it and we'll 3D print it, okay?
Nah, it's got to be real. It's got to be the real deal.
3D printed is the real deal.
Nah,
it's better.
It's got to be a McFarlane original.
Okay, because it's going to go up in value.
Todd McFarlane to lick it.
Good old Todd.
On the way out. Like
Good old Todd. Geeks for 5. My past few super chats focus on dinosaurs to make fun of Vito's similarity to them due to their shared size. This $5, though, is specifically for the T-Rex joke.
Thank you. It's a good joke.
Can I get a spooky sound?
Oh!
Call to prayer for $100. Brothers in hiding go after abandoned Maddox in July. Followers that were left behind by their coward leaders. Can't say any more than that. Super chat being gay AF.
What new Pokemon stuff has been going on?
It's probably a new Pokemon card set.
Nah, it's got to be better than that. Don't give me that
I don't
shit.
fucking know what's going on in Pokemon.
Maddox is back. Our brother Maddox is back. New Pokemon
Maddox is back. Do you want to watch?
Maddox is
Do you want to
back.
talk about that?
No. Maddox is back.
Maddox is making his own Pokemon
Straight
cartoon.
from Allah.
The Van Gogh Pokemon card is gone.
The Van Gogh Pokemon. Maddox is back. Not nearly as good as Van Gogh Pokemon.
Piplup.
You know, I want to see. Here is deal.
Yeah.
Here is deal. Allah is in all things, but really, I want to see Pikachu in all things. Pikachu Van Gogh.
Yeah.
Pikachu president.
They got Pikachu inside the Kabbalah now.
Pikachu inside the Kabbalah.
Yeah.
Pikachu inside a sandwich. I want to open up a sandwich and a Pikachu pop out.
Muhammad had electric abilities.
Muhammad had an electric ability because secretly, Pikachu inside of Muhammad riding the flying donkey. Pikachu actually
He rode
flying around with electricity.
Lugia into heaven.
He rode Lugia, also Pikachu. Everything one big Pikachu, starting at top, going all the way to the bottom. Pikachu in hat, Pikachu in wizard hat, Pikachu in every movie, Pikachu Scarface, Pikachu building a big black box.
If you had a Pokemon Muslim edition, I think it would be pretty cool.
Pikachu Quran.
Yeah, you walk the desert.
Muhammad, Pikachu.
You only battle against Jews, but instead of knocking out their Pokemon, you savagely murder them.
All Jews are Pikachu too.
All Jews are Pikachu?
Yes.
Who's not Pikachu in this situation?
Only Muhammad's 6-year-old wife, not Pikachu.
Okay, she's the only
but
one?
she is Pikachu.
She's Pichu.
She is
the
Pichu,
smaller
the
version
little
of
baby
Pikachu.
Peach,
Little baby
Pikachu.
Pikachu.
That's why it tastes so good.
There's even baby, yeah.
All right.
I learned a lot today.
About the Pikachu.
I learned a lot. You been keeping up on the MetaZoo drama?
No.
It's fascinating. That was the Pokemon ripoff card game that went bankrupt after Steve Aoki shilled it for millions of dollars.
Millions? How'd they go bankrupt?
By printing way too much product and making insane deals to get it into Target and Walmart. If you go to Target right now, they got a bunch of MetaZoo packs on the shelf, and it's like, no one's buying that shit.
That's stupid.
And they also...
Do you own any of that?
No.
No. That's surprising.
Because it looked like dog shit. I was actually surprised when it went up in... It was happening during COVID.
Yeah.
And also it was happening during the height of the NFT boom.
Oh,
and they're like, it's like
thing?
NFT trading cards as sponsored by Steve Aoki with art that kind of looks like Pokemon if it was ugly and terrible.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, and there was a bunch of YouTube guys going, you gotta invest in MetaZoo. This is like
buy MetaZoo,
this is like if you could buy the
Pokemon.
base set Pokemon. Remember?
Yeah,
If
it's
you
like when we were kids.
Yeah.
Remember how our dads were super into baseball cards and we thought that's gay and lame and stupid and you're trying to relive your youth? Now let's us do that.
The pitch was, it's like being able to buy first edition Pokemon cards, which are now $8 a booster box, I think. You can get 36 packs for about $12.
For Pokemon?
No, for MetaZoo.
Oh, for MetaZoo.
Because it's completely dead. Diamond G for 2. Eric blew the budget on Subway Canada.
Catered by Subway Canada.
Was it? Was there
Yeah,
Subway
that was in the
sandwiches up
credits.
there?
Well, no, in the credits.
He put
it
in the
says catered-
credits who catered
by.
it? I
But
think you
that's
have
not-
to do that. Is that? But you don't have to put credits on a trailer.
It was not catered by Subway.
He just bought
They
Subway
ordered
sandwiches.
Subway sandwiches.
Well,
it
he
was
probably-
not fucking catered
he probably,
by Subway.
he probably had to order the party sub. Is that catering?
He was giving that Saska bitch the party sub.
Party sub.
Hey, bitch. Gotta know what it is. You think he fucking when he nuts in that bitch, he's like, what it is.
You ever been to a party and been like, I wish there was a big sub here?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You have not?
No, I've said I wish there was some onion dip.
Okay. No. I've never been to a party with onion dip.
What? I love onion dip.
Fucking smells terrible.
Justin Broddick for 2. Love the shirt dick. It doesn't smell terrible. It smells like sour cream.
And onions. And garlic.
It's
Yeah.
Johnny Rocket for 5. Drunk me matched with a girl on Tinder. She asked for money to Uber over. I Venmo'd it and never heard from her again.
That's Horny Logic.
Horny Logic.
Not creeping on little girls.
Johnny Rico for 10. Vito, you buffet frequenter. There is a girl where I volunteer. 20. G-cup. 28-inch waist. Horny Logic is me saying I would marry her tomorrow without knowing anything about her or her family, not crimes.
Yeah, you should. I mean, you should do that.
That's a lesser form of Horny Logic.
No.
The most extreme form of Horny Logic
is not crimes against
rape.
little kids. No, it's not. That's a very feminist thing to say.
Vito's wiener for 5. Vito and his Horny Logic does not speak for me. Christ.
Yep.
Joe Cool for 10. Bring circumcision in general. I think we already did. Male and female versus trans bottom surgery so we can see the head-to-head. Filioplasty and vaginoplasty is gross, but so is the snip-on hoods. What is the voicemail number? You can find it on the website, but I forget.
You got to pay us for the voicemail number.
No, it's on the website. BiggestProblem.show. Also, we definitely circumcision apologists is on the board. I remember that.
But circumcisions isn't.
Circumcisions isn't. Dean Shock for 2. Thanks for the laughs, boys. Just Ibon for 5. Australian. Vito Dick is correctly saying you're equating PDF file urges with healthy sexual urges. Neither of them is healthy. That's the point. You're trying too hard.
No, sexual urges are healthy. Fucking pedophile urges are not healthy.
You can have sexual urges that, though they may be legal, are not healthy.
Wait, what?
Like trying to I'm gonna fuck whatever the fuck and.
What do you mean fuck whatever the fuck?
Like I'm gonna fuck like gay guys, like chasers, who go like, oh man, I'm so horny. What if I'm
gonna fuck
AIDS?
A guy?
I'm gonna fuck a guy and get AIDS.
To get AIDS. That's a myth. That's like a 4chan
that's a real
myth.
thing.
No, it's fucking not.
Yeah, it is. They had an article about it.
Oh, what in Vice? In Retard Monthly?
Dude, there's nulls. Do you know nulls?
What's nulls?
Or nullos.
What's nullos?
Nullos are guys who wrap rubber bands around their dick until it falls off.
Okay, is that anything related to this?
That's Horny Logic.
That is not Horny Logic. That's some kind of weird paraphilia.
I'm gonna get off on having my dick rot off.
I'm starting to agree with Null. You have a very weird.
Horny Logic
division between regular horniness and unhealthy horniness.
Horny Logic is when Dan Harmon went to a mannequin factory and he bought a bunch of mannequins so he could lick their feet. That's Horny Logic. It's legal.
Not really.
But it's fucked up. It's doing a thing that you're like, why am I doing this? This is a waste of money.
Yeah, but because you're horny, not because you have a compulsion to do it.
Okay. I think the compulsion is sexual.
Licking mannequin legs?
Yeah.
That's not a sexual compulsion.
What are you talking? Of course it is. What are you talking
Why?
about?
It's just a weird compulsion to lick mannequin legs.
Yeah, because you get
off?
Yes, he was jacking off.
He's jacking off and licking mannequin legs.
Yes.
That's not horny thinking.
I think it is.
No. That's a fucking depraved kink that he has.
Just
which is fine.
For 5 Australian. Vito Dick is correctly saying you're equating PDF file. Oh, we already did that one. But this was a joke one anyway, because he says you're trying too hard TBF to criminals. So I don't even know if he means that. Outthink Vegas for 10. Shout out NJF, second only to BPIT, and PKA is gay.
Oh, man.
I didn't say that. Jarvo for 6 has a donut emoji. Manny Muskets for 2 says, Vito, how's stand-up going? Well, if I was black, I'd be doing better. Homunculus Gaming for 10. Vito more like Edo, pig. Chef Bingus or Chief Bingus for 5. Comic books are not worthy of this much attention.
Yeah, they're not.
Steve for 2. What is with the most depressing voicemail ever? I fired a drunk guy, and I am responsible for his life being miserable. What can you do? What can you do with a drunken worker? What can you do with a drunken worker?
What?
I'm giving you a pirate shanty, and you're not.
That was a pirate shanty?
You don't know what can you do with a drunken sailor?
No, I know like
you literally played it. You played it earlier in the episode.
All right, come on, read the chat.
Hold on.
Oh, now you want to hear this?
Well, because it was
you
right
don't even
here.
know where you're going. What?
with a drunken sailor?
this
What
song?
do you do with a drunken worker? Lie in the morning, string him up down with a pole pipe in him. I don't fucking know. Hose pipe in him. String him up down with a hose pipe in him.
Just making up
lie
words?
in the morning. Put a little phone on the fucking toilet.
I
Put
don't want
your
any
phone
eggs
on
in
the
my
fucking
omelet.
toilet.
I don't want any eggs in my omelet
Lie
early in the morning. I can make up words
T-Rex
too.
has a trans penis. T-Rex
Okay,
has
now
a
you're
tranny
talking.
penis. T-Rex has a tranny penis. Lie in the morning.
All right, come on. We're gonna be here all night.
Oh, you get to do all the pirate shit you want, but I tried to sing one pirate song, and all of a sudden we're stretched for time.
Well, it's just taking forever, man. It's
Because
already
you
2:45.
interrupted with a 5-minute fucking pirate music bit. I want to do it once.
I'm just saying, it's late. Everyone's got to go home.
They're at home. You're at home. I'm the only one who has to go home after this. If anyone should be complaining, it's me.
Let's go.
You just have to walk upstairs and drink.
I don't have to walk upstairs. And
No,
do
you
that.
don't have to do anything. Fucking idiot. Let's see here.
Vito more like Ito. Did you read that
We
one?
already read that one. Diamond G for 2, I claim to be immortal today.
Great.
Johnny Rico for 2, sell the pog separately, pig boy. I have a few extra pogs, a few extras, but not that many. Yakub and Horlord for 5, everyone's a pedo if you're horny enough.
Yeah, that's what it sounds
Vito
like you're fucking saying.
Oinkenstein, it's not. Kagon Postal for 2, your t-shirt prints are surprisingly high quality. Thank you.
Doesn't mean they're good.
This is one of my shirts right here.
Yeah.
Feel good for $9.99. Dick should have whipped out the Miss Piggy impression on Stardust. Shit would have been hilarious. You gotta incorporate more Miss Piggy into your act.
I don't joke around with women.
Chud Bronson for 5 Canadian. I finally got a job again, celebrating with 2 liters of Mountain Dew and Nogi BJJ rolling. Great
Nice.
show, Dick and Guy. Hope you get stuck in your mud. Tube Vito. Oink. Okay. Stu K for 2. It was the biggest problem in prison bonus episode. That's a good
it's
idea.
Nick. Yeah, okay.
That's not bad.
Sure. Yeah.
Nick V for 10. I was listening to y'all while playing Galaga and was able to make it to my first kill screen listening to y'all's show. Wow. Much love to the both of you.
The
That's
original
awesome.
Galaga?
Yeah. You got to play for a while to get to the kill screen, I would imagine. How many hours did that take?
Is that the one where they go like,
Yeah, it's like Space Invaders, but they
and you get
swoop.
another one?
You can get 2 ships if you let one ship get captured. Remember that?
Yeah, I hate that shit. It's too much stress.
Letting your ship get captured.
Well, yeah,
and
because then you're like, well, wait, am I a different guy? Like,
No, well, I guess you're right. Why are there 2 ships?
am I? It's freaking me out, man.
Well, maybe they capture the ship, but you eject, get into a second ship, and then recapture your first ship and link
I
it
don't
up.
know, man. It trips
Okay,
me
well,
out.
you know what? It's from like 1985. You don't got to think that hard about it. Oglovich for 2. We're all pro knickers here at the biggest problem. I should not have read that. Meow Mang Changs for 10. Say please when you ask for soda, you greasy piggy. Michael Winning for 2.
I didn't say please again.
Hope
No,
I
of
got the
course not.
size right. Lawrence
Yeah.
Devaney for 2 Australian. Alpha Male Pirate. Vito's Wiener for $5. A Fiat Man bitter over thoughts. You hate to see it. Alex for 5. 2 B's. I'm not even going to read it. They wear
Fair.
it. You know what?
Yeah,
okay.
fuck it.
K to the Swiss for 5. What would it take to bring back Dr. Phil era Dick Masterson, the return of the king?
Time machine? What do you mean?
You gotta
I hate
shave your
women way
head.
more now than I did in 2007.
That's
what
true.
the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, maybe you're going to make a new book. Cyphers and Suctus for 5. Recon wants something but doesn't want to super chat. Say something nice to them. Fuck you,
You
Recon.
cheap piece of shit.
Johnny Rocket for 2. Upload failed stand-up. Noel will fuck up roasting
Yeah,
it.
Null will
That's
watch
true.
it. Null's gonna watch your stand-up and then fucking piss all over himself.
He's got nothing else to talk about.
the thing about stand-up is
Yeah.
you've got to engage.
Oh, he's
with your
an expert in
audience.
every fucking thing.
Well,
The thing about comic books is
but he loves all these VTubers that are pretending to be pedophile, or the VTubers are pretending to be little girls, and then guys who want to fuck little girls are interacting with them. Null's all about it. That's all of Kiwi Farms. You believe that shit?
The VTubers are saying some weird stuff.
Like, I'm a little girl. It's cool that you guys, that you weird fat guys, want to fuck me and give me money.
Well, Gator's
but they're like, I'm a little girl. I'm 10 years old.
Well, you saw the clip of Gator's favorite VTuber ranking sexual fetishes and put Lolicon at the top.
Yeah.
And said, I don't really like ToddlerCon all the time. I like it sometimes. And I was like,
What the fuck is going on here?
I'm like, if you guys are making a joke, this is a million times worse than any joke I've ever fucking made.
And Null's co-signing this fucking daily.
How is Gator going, oh, Vito's a bad guy, and he's watching people who are going...
Jacking off to little toddlers getting fucked!
I'm like, what the fuck? How are you... I don't get it at all. Or like the shit they went at flamenco for, where I guess some of it was like confusing, but I was still like, okay, but you guys are all into that. Are you all just pretending to not be into that? Because... anytime we look at like what you guys are talking about and
it's light years beyond what we're talking about.
Dude, the stuff Yellow Flash is like hanging out with a guy who legitimately draws lolicon pornography.
Yellow Flash is telling his young 12-year-olds followers to look at animes and comics
and bringing
little
on
kids getting fucked
and
by
bringing on lolicon artists to be like, hey, this is my buddy. You guys should follow him.
Null is co-signing. First of all, fat women.
Yeah.
The VTubers are fat, or we don't know that they're not fat. So, assumedly, they're fat.
They're in front of
pretending
all
to
day.
be toddlers.
Sure, they're fat,
and are egging on fat guys who want to fuck them for what the fuck is going on here? Why are we getting shit?
I don't know. All these guys are jerking off to the weirdest Japanese porn they can find, but in their minds, they want to be. It's this whole like trad shit where they're like,
what the fuck is going on?
I just want like a traditional masculine lifestyle. And you're like, well, your trad wife is not going to let you jerk off to lolicon. She's going to have a big problem with that.
There's no such thing as a trad wife.
Can you guys stop pretending to be paragons of morality and masculinity?
When I saw how close Null was to this universe of women pretending to be children so that fat weirdos can pay them to pretend to fuck them.
Yeah.
This is a whole new era.
Look, as always...
what the hell is going on?
As always, everyone on the internet...
and this is from us going, well, I don't think Cuties is child porn. I mean, I think it's a movie for women.
I said I think it fits
and girls to learn about how they're getting preyed on.
Right. I said I think it fits the Supreme Court's strict definition of free speech. People are like, why do you want to fuck those kids? And I'm like, I think
little girls need to know that guys are lying to them and preying on them. And you guys specifically, you're fucked.
I just think if you're like in favor of free speech, you have to go, yeah, I might be uncomfortable with it, but I don't want to ban it because then it's just you can ban anything.
Yeah. Okay, well, we're going to go build an entire industry on pretending to be little girls and weird fat guys who want to fuck us. I mean, okay. I don't think that's good behavior, but okay.
I think it's a very obvious hypocrisy, but these guys all live in like a little bubble where they're like, we're the good.
Knock yourselves out. Now you're going to a convention where you're pretending to get... where you're
Gator at that convention was weird.
Dude, he creeped that
I didn't
girl
realize
out.
Gator was
fucking creeped that. He creeped the pedophile out.
Gator's at least as fat.
You can say my name. I don't want to.
I don't want to.
You can say. Go ahead, say my name, bro. Is this like put the lotion on its fucking skin, or else it gets the hose again? And then she didn't want to say your name, dude. Just leave it.
And the VTuber was asking him, "Are you preying on women or something?" And I'm like,
"Yeah, are you here to be a creep?"
What is his fucking reputation in this VTuber community?
What is anyone doing
what is
there?
going on? I didn't know Gator was. He's at least as fat as me.
He's bigger.
I thought he looked bigger, but fat guy. I have trouble.
He's so fat, his eyes are squinty.
As a fat guy, it's hard to judge.
I like Gator, but
I looked at Gator and I was like,
"That's bad. That's bad."
I was like, "Whoa, is Gator fatter than me?" I didn't want to say it though because I'm like, "Well, I might have fat blindness. Fat guys have fat blindness."
You can say my name.
You can say my name.
You can say my name. Bro, she doesn't want to say your name.
A big fat guy.
She doesn't want to be that intimate with you. Stop forcing her to make an intimate connection with you in front of people. Stop. Just get that this is making her very uncomfortable and fucking stop. Right?
When a big fat guy walks up to you in JoJo cosplay, you probably don't want to engage in this weird, like, hey, say my name.
Say my name.
I'm in your chat all the time. You
Dude,
should know who I
don't
am.
want to fucking say your name, man.
Yeah.
Like, it's... call me Daddy. My name's Daddy. Call me...
Yeah. You say my name. You say my name when I give you $5 super chats. Yeah. You're not doing that right now. That's online. This is weird.
That's still under my control.
Anyway, this is out of context. People are going to have to see this clip for themselves, but Gator...
Let's put it on.
Okay. Let's find it. I think, did I retweet it? No, I found a picture of Gator, and I was genuinely shocked.
I hate to. It's so uncomfortable.
It was the most uncomfortable thing in the world. Where I was like, wait, what do these?
It's so inappropriate.
What do these women say about Gator that he like has this reputation as a huge creep because they were all like freaking out.
Look at this shit. Look at this shit that's going on.
Well, it's all adult men pretending to be children.
This bitch is a cartoon who's, I mean, the woman running her is fucking disgusting.
I'm not getting involved in that because I know she has a big fan base.
What do you think? What do you think? Do you think she looks good? Do you think she looks good?
I have no idea.
Okay, so disgusting. Yeah, you're exactly.
Get on the ground.
Like her hairline is like a 60-year-old man, like Homer Simpson hairline.
You're so pathetic. Oh my God, look at all you. Yeah, there we go. Okay, Simon said.
Bro, this is way worse than furry shit. All these guys ripping on furries for so long. Anyway.
I can't follow any of this. Like, there's a weird thing in the anime. I don't know what community it is, but just like this desire. There's Gator. No. That was her saying that she likes ToddlerCon. There's Gator, who's a big fat. I think. Where is it?
We got to watch it now.
There it is.
So,
there it is.
Where?
Right there.
This. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So this is a VTuber thing where
at the anime convention, this VTuber, I guess, has set up, I'm going to assume, a computer monitor where people can walk up to her and talk to her.
They all have that, though. All over the convention. It's monitors of fat women
Is this a
at home.
VTuber convention specifically?
Yes. Fat women stay home, and they control these little cartoons. And then guys walk
I made one, but I made it as a joke because I was like a fat guy.
Then you abandoned it.
I abandoned it immediately because the joke was stupid.
It was a little jarring. You should have picked like not a woman.
I mean, that was the joke. Is like, I was thinking like Dr. Girlfriend from Venture Brothers. What if this little anime girl had a big fat guy's voice coming out of it? But I've never been involved in the VTuber community because I can't.
You should have just had a talking pair of tits.
The only
with no head. That's funny.
That's funny. The only VTuber I like is that rubber hose lady, the one who looks like Felix
I mean,
the Cat
I like
animation.
this. Like, I would prefer to see a cartoon than a big fat whore.
Yeah,
wouldn't you?
I wouldn't go to a convention for it or allow them to bully me on live stream to get on the ground
if some
for
fucking
them.
Cartoon talked to me like this,
Yeah.
I would drop her straight in the dip.
I would
like
also
Roger
have
Rabbit.
the presence of mind to, when I realize I'm live in front of probably hundreds of people and I'm making an ass of myself.
You can't talk to women like this, man.
I mean, Gator's like...
You got to know you're making them uncomfortable.
Gator has never talked to a woman, I'm going to assume.
I don't know. All right, let's watch it. I feel bad doing this, but let's watch it.
Hello.
Well, hey there, Rabba.
Hi.
Do you know who I am?
Yes, I know who you are.
Who am I?
The crocodile.
Just leave it at that.
Bro, leave it.
Leave it.
Fucking leave it.
Crocodile, go, you're right. You got it.
Yeah, you got it.
You
All right.
got
So
it.
I just wanted to say it's great.
I'm a big fan.
I'm a big
excited
fan,
to be here.
Super excited to see
That's
you.
it. She clearly doesn't want to say your name for some reason, and it's not a big deal.
She's already uncomfortable.
She's uncomfortable. Make it okay. Just go, well, I just want to say hi. I'm a big fan, and I'll get out of here.
Crocodile
you're
man.
so close.
I fucking know who you are. You know, I'm bad with. I don't want to say usernames. Okay, you know how I am.
Leave it at that. It's over.
You can say mine. You can say mine.
Oh my God! Stop! She doesn't want to say your fucking name. You're the crocodile. Yeah, you're right. Hey, it's good to see you.
You recognize me. No,
you can say
it.
my name.
Say my name.
Say my name.
Say my name.
You can say it. It's okay.
Say it.
What
You're
the
close.
fuck are you doing, dude? Stop.
Mine.
Okay. Gator.
It's
you're
on my
Gator.
pass.
Crocodile man.
Okay, you're Gator.
Yeah. Yep.
That
Aren't you
fucking
glad you
laugh.
came
Okay,
off,
dude,
guy?
give me that laugh again. He has no self-awareness. She's super uncomfortable, and he goes, yeah.
Aren't you glad you came to Off Guy?
I'm so happy that I'm here.
What is the joke there? Like he's trying to buddy up with her. Like, look, we're in a conspiracy together. Aren't you glad you came? Because it's so pathetic what other people like. I know that move.
He wants.
That's
to,
like
he wants
the
to
basis
be,
of a friendship
yeah.
is a conspiracy that you share together. Aren't you glad you came here? Like, I mean, can you believe these guys? Like, bro, you just made her so uncomfortable.
This is a. What were you thinking, man?
Awesome. Well, I'm glad you decided to come too. What's with the angry face?
It's so weird. How do you strike out with a fucking cartoon, bro?
What's with the angry face?
I don't want to talk to you.
What's with the red flags?
Yeah.
What's
You're a
Are we
creep.
gonna have to get physical?
You're a weird fucking creep.
Are we gonna have a problem?
Why you got an angry face? Can't you just say my name? Because you've made her very uncomfortable. I don't want to use your username. I'm kind of worried. I don't know about.
Yeah, I don't want to
something.
get into that whole thing. I don't know you. I
You
don't
can
want to.
say my name.
Say it. Here it is. It's right here. Just to read it.
Dude, she gets so uncomfortable that she tries to like give him the okay, just to get him out of there.
What's with the angry face? Well, it's like a sign that women have on their face that you should read.
A sign to tell you to find a different conversation approach.
And she actually had to go through and put it on and put it in manually.
She had to
That's
press,
how bad it is.
Oh, it might be on a hotkey.
You're so threatening that she feels threatened thousands of miles away.
Well, she knows.
Abort.
She knows he's a creep. Anybody who reads this guy's Twitter knows he's a creep.
What are you planning to do at this convention?
I was going around and buying entirely too much merchandise, which we need more Kiki merch next year.
He weirdly deflects to merchandise to like dangle that as a threat, right? Like, oh no, don't write me off. I'm buying merch.
Are you going around harassing people?
No.
Oh,
Absolutely not.
Okay, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. I'm just being a goose. Okay. No,
I know you're being a silly goose.
I am. I'm being a silly goose. You know how it is.
I'm gonna blow my brains out. What the fuck?
Just being a silly goose.
Be more
I know
Kiki
how.
soon though. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
Okay, wrap it up.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Wrap it up. You got nothing to say. Wrap it up.
Well, I just came by because I wanted to. I told you I was gonna pop in for just a minute. I want to say how proud I am of you.
Me?
And just like amazed at how much you've been able to grow in the past year. It's awesome.
What the fuck? Stop
Thank you. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry.
And if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have met Hexa either. So
yes,
thank you for
Hexa
introducing me to Hexa.
I mean, I know there's a delay, but this is the most awkward fucking shit ever.
I just want to say that I'm proud of you.
He's well, yeah, that means a lot coming from Gator. Wow, Gator's proud of me. I've really made it.
And thanks for introducing me. Thanks for bringing me into your social circle, which I'm now in. So you should temper whatever your natural reaction is to that.
Yeah.
Just so you know, I know your friend. You vouched for me. Oh.
And I look forward to a lot more streams and collabs in the future.
This guy a broadcaster?
No, I want to do more Wizard 101
No.
with her, actually. I've been harassing her to do it, so.
All right, wrap it up.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, I have to take a picture with you.
Oh, sure, okay.
You have to take a picture with a
So I can
Vtuber?
brag to Rand about it.
Okay.
And he'll be salty.
Yeah.
Who you name dropping? Who?
Is that Rand, the fucking crazy guy that used to be on with Ralph?
What are you taking a picture of? A fucking computer? Gator, stop, man. Fucking stop. You should have stopped after the kill stream. That was the end. Fucking stop, man.
I just make anime videos. No, and stop.
Don't nobody go to this shit. Do not go to these fucking conventions. This is bad. This is bad news. Don't do this shit, man. Don't do this stuff to these girls.
Well,
this is bad.
As far as parasocial relationships go, I think this is one of the worst ones you can pick.
This is bad, man. Go to whores.
You're
Go
not
to
even having a
whores.
parasocial relationship with a real person. You're having a parasocial relationship with the cartoon avatar that they have invented, which is not a real person.
Oh, do we get to see the picture? What are you taking a picture of, bro?
Maybe there's a standee or something. I think it's just a computer monitor.
It's this. It's her little thing
I
I put
think
on a
that's what it
computer
is.
screen.
Thank you
Kiki's
so
good to see
much.
you.
Yes, you
Have a
too.
good time. You got the world's greatest Sawa cosplayer.
Just wrap it
about
up.
to say hi.
Dude, just
No one
leave.
cares.
Just
Go.
fucking leave.
Get out of there.
Just fucking leave.
Stop.
God.
Overhyping.
She doesn't care
Hello?
about cosplay at a convention she can't see.
Hello, Kiki. How you doing?
Okay.
How you doing?
Sawa, wow, I didn't know that you were going to make
Oh,
this.
she's
Look
so
how excited
relieved.
she
She's
is for
so
the normal
relieved
guy.
that he's gone. Jesus Christ.
She's like, thank God a normal guy showed up.
Say my name. Say my name.
Say my name.
You can say my name. You know my name? Say my name.
That was more awkward than the fucking $300 dance I didn't want.
That's supposed to be awkward. That's what the money's for.
I know. She was nice. She was a nice gal. Until
They
the
have
end.
to be.
Until the end. Then she was a fucking bitch.
I'm sorry, Gator, man, but that's bad, man. That's bad. That's bad news. All right.
He's got no self-awareness. It's so weird. Let's see. Fawumbarin for 2. We're going to have GTA 6 before Supercat.
Yep.
Shit Lips for 2. Coffee Chat got Vito. Generic Spaceman. Oh, you missed one. It's got TBF Trade Coffee Beans.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll play it back.
There you go. It's reversed. Once Vito loses the weight, what are you going to rip on him for? I'm not going to lose the weight, so he has nothing to worry about.
Yeah, don't worry
On
about
the John
it.
for 5 Canadian.
The skin.
We got it. Cypher Suck this for 2. On the John is a liar. Well, maybe you didn't get me. PW Project for 10. Looking good, Vito. Thank you kindly. Made your way in. Now I'm craving your big cock inside me. Was cool seeing all the ladies swarm. I saw 2 before. Also the free trade super chat. Yeah, we got hit. Cypher Suck this for 5. Recon wants to say something again. More nice things, please. Recon, I hate you. On the
Kill
John
yourself.
for 2 Canadian. Play the dick eats butt stinger. Not for $2. Yakub and Horlord for 2. Vito, how you hate spooge but fillet girl peen.
Penis.
I
Yeah.
don't suck the peen. Diamond G for 222. Cyphers and Suck this sucks dicks.
dicks.
Saturgery for 5. Thanks for saving my Chuck Dixon super chat, Dick.
You're welcome.
Nama Mai for 5. Vito, now that Nick will never see daylight again, can you reveal his $1 million book idea?
Boom.
No.
I don't know what you're talking about. Boom.
Nick pitched a good idea to me. PW Project for $199 says be fair.
Boom.
Nice try.
Be
Cyphers
fair.
and Suck this for 2. Do not be fair to this loser on mobile. Buster Rhymes for 2. Yaira is name of embroidery shop in Okayama.
Interesting.
F Lowell for 2. Vito, please shout out Reckons, Ilya Dakamura. Cypher and Suck this for 5. No, I'm going to refresh. You have to wait. Recon seems to be doing poorly. Please say more nice things. Stop. There's going to be way more super chats.
Way to fucking go. You're messing up my things.
We just did a 20-minute segment on Gator. There's going to be fucking super chats. Jad Dragon for 2 Australian. Vito, please renege the shout out. Okay. Hazman again for 2. PKA has RSK. What does biggest problem have?
What's RSK?
I don't know. Chief Bingus for 5. Vito needs to be drinking during the episode next week.
Do you think so?
Yakuban Horlord. Do you want your microphone back? Stop. That's terrible.
Do you think so?
Yakuban Horlord for 2.
The Odyssey, 2001 Space Odyssey. Oh!
You're not even close. No.
Oh, yeah, it was. And the fucking monolith. I know that movie.
I know what it is, but it doesn't sound like that.
That's what that poor anime girl was thinking with Gator was making her say his name.
She was in the tunnel. She was in the tunnel of light that she can't escape.
All I see is stars.
Okay. Yakub and Horlord for 2. Yellow Flash, more like likes young
Gash getting fucked.
Cameron's content done for 5. Hey, Vito, June 6th was the 2-year anniversary of the idea of Vito's weight loss on the Dick Show. Look how far you've come.
Look how much weight you've lost.
Lawrence Devaney for 5 Australian. Dick, did you meet Gator in Knoxville? If so, what was he like?
I don't know about this YouTuber shit. I would have tried to stop it.
Chud Bronson for 2 Canadian. Please stop the clip. Too late. Glenn J for 3 Australian. Call me by your name. This shit is gross. Red flag. Red flag on the play.
Would you mind me do shit like that if I was drunk in person? But
bro, if there was a video of me talking to a cartoon girl like that, I would apologize.
Say my name.
And jump off a
Say
bridge.
my name. Say my name.
You know what? You can post
Just
my
say my name.
post my stand up now because
Look
it
at
will
your fucking-
never live up to the
Look
cringe.
at your face. It's so pretty. Say my name. Say my name.
Say
and I'm
my
proud
name,
of you.
say my name.
I'm proud of you.
I'm Gator and I'm creepy. I
proud
like
of you.
little kids and I'm a fucking creep.
I'm so proud of you.
Say
You
my
feel
name,
these beats
say
in my
name.
heart. I'm so proud of you that you introduced me to your friend, and we know each other now. I'm looking forward to some collabs. Now that you know my name.
I'm looking forward to some collaborations with you.
Woo, baby!
How are you going to talk shit on Twitter when, again, why would you go to a convention dressed like a big fat guy and have your name attached to it? Looks terrible.
I don't know, man.
As an ugly fat guy, Gator, I got some ugly fat guy advice. Knock it off. You gotta figure out something. No cosplay.
He's like a
You lose 40 pounds, you can do a little cosplay.
He's a guy that burns people online though now. It's like, what happened was, Ralph is,
fat guy cosplay is the worst cosplay. Lose 40 pounds, you can dress up like whatever you want.
You can talk to women like that if you lose 40 pounds.
You can
They'll love it.
They'll
tolerate it.
No cosplay over here. Maybe a wig. You get a wig.
The next guy was a black guy that came up, and
You get a
she's like,
wig.
"Oh, thank God, thank God, a black guy. Get me away from this sick freak."
Here's my impression of the second guy coming up. Hey, you glad you don't have to talk to that fuking creep anymore?
Anything. I'll pay the cold
creepo
toll.
Got out of here.
Whew,
Get to talk to a normal human being.
And now,
You don't gotta
the game will smash all the toys. The tweets about the boys. What's in the box? You know you want it. Step on the scale, I smash it to All right. It's the XL box today.
Well, I could have anything
Vito,
in
it could have anything in it. It could have a mother's milk.
At some point.
It could have 2 mother's
At some
milks.
point, somebody's going to make like a giant size mother's milk.
It's going to be,
That would actually be cool.
it could be a mother's milk piggy bank.
XXL, yeah.
Well, what's it going to be?
Well, I was like
you
300 in Vegas
you
because I
penis
was eating
woggle.
so much.
You were $2.99 in Vegas. You're way too fat in Vegas.
Well, I
totally inexcusable.
because I ate that Peter Luger the night before.
How much do you think Gator weighs?
And the
in
night
that clip?
after. But Gator looks shorter than me.
I don't know.
So he probably weighs less pounds.
Oh, no, he must
wise.
be. I've met him in person.
He's
he must
gotta
be a
be
little bit
shorter.
shorter than you. Well, Vito, he's decided to go for it. He's decided to weigh himself on the scale of destiny.
My scale doesn't work at home, so this is the only place with an accurate scale.
Well, it's actually your diet that doesn't work at home. The scale works fine, probably. But it's the eating that's not working. Oh, my God! Oh, my God! The air must be fatter in Vegas than it is here. What, are you going to weigh yourself again? Why?
It doesn't make any sense.
It's every time. It's the fucking same. What do you think? It's going to be off by 40 pounds? Who gives a fuck if it's off by 1 or 2 pounds?
It's interesting.
2, good news.
I told you that
2.
Vegas weight doesn't count. I was drinking like up a storm because it's so hot.
Oh, it was water weight.
I was drinking like 8 pounds of water probably. It's so fucking hot in
Every
Vegas.
couple of hours? What do you mean?
Yeah, there was a lot of drinking going
You're
on.
supposed to piss it out.
Well, I don't, I got a big bladder.
All right. 291.
Okay.
You lost like 9 pounds.
Again, I think
8
it was
pounds.
Yeah. Well, at least that's good. That means I didn't actually gain weight in Vegas.
Well, here's your prize. I don't even know what it is.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. Here, take it out. I really don't know what it is.
More fucking lolly sex toys. I'm gonna be mad.
No, Gator absconded with all of those. I don't know what it is. Make sure you pull it out.
It's super heavy.
I know it's heavy. I don't know what it is. I've told you. It's heavy. It's some sort of wrapped in bubble tape. Someone sent it in today. And I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Could be.
Is this handmade?
It's definitely good, whatever it is. I know
You have
that.
a knife? I have a knife.
Yeah, use your fucking leather, man. Keychain.
I like this keychain.
Say my name, Scale. Say my name.
I'm glad I didn't gain is this a fucking Boogie's dragon statue?
What are you talking about?
Remember Boogie was going to give me his dragon because, this thing is completely broken. This is completely broken in like a million pieces. So whoever sent this in
Why did
not wrap it.
You
Yeah,
didn't-
what did you think was going to... All the wings are completely shattered off of this thing. So I have a shattered dragon statue.
That's what it is?
That's what
Where's
it is.
the wings at?
It's
It
got
just
a-
looks like a snake.
There's the wings.
An iguana.
I got one wing here.
Oh, that's too bad.
Bro, you gotta, come on. What is this?
What do you do? How the fuck would that work, you idiot?
What are you, retarded? This is a terrible... Did this come from Amazon or did he pack it up himself?
He packed it up himself,
So
of
we can't even
course.
send it back to get another one.
I don't know where it comes from.
Well,
What the fuck
I don't
is it?
want this.
What are you talking about? What is it?
it's a dragon.
Why do you have a dragon?
With a do you see the wizard?
Spilling
Do
everywhere.
you see the wizard inside it?
Yeah. That doesn't work like that.
It does work. Okay, so I have a broken
Nice
dragon
one. You went the
statue.
wrong way.
Shut the fuck up. So stupid. All right, so I have
What is all this crap everywhere?
It's all the fucking dragon wings that shattered into a million pieces.
Oh my
Now
God.
there's a bunch of fucking porcelain.
This
all
show
over.
has a real issue with people sending statues.
I know. Don't send fucking breakable statues. It's a
How
terrible
the
thing
fuck
to
were the
send.
wings gonna survive that? How the fuck were wings, these gigantic wings, supposed to survive?
You had to get really creative with the packaging. And
Look at this shit. Look
Here.
at this. How the fuck was that gonna survive in bubble wrap, you idiot? Look at this shit.
Well, at least the wizard's okay. Maybe I can break the dragon off and just have a wizard encased in plastic. Okay, so this is going in the trash, I think. Maybe we can
No,
put it...
you can't throw it away.
What do you
gotta
mean?
hold
You gotta
it.
put it back in the fucking box?
You can put it back together.
I'm not...
You gotta take it home.
I'm not
with you.
gluing a dragon back together.
Well, you should.
I'll sell it online. If anybody wants...
There we go. There we go.
I'll sell it on...
Now we're talking.
Go to my Whatnot. Subscribe to @Vito Comedy on Whatnot. We'll
This
sell
is a cool looking like
the shitty...
iguana.
There's so many pieces.
You gotta just cut the
Dude,
wing
the whole
off right
thing
there.
is covered in fucking broken pieces.
Bro, that would look really cool if it wasn't all smashed up.
I know, right?
I gotta be honest with you.
Well, I guess because I didn't get Boogie's dragon statue, now I have.
Now you still don't have a dragon statue.
No, I have a regular serpent statue because it doesn't have wings, so it's not a dragon. Well, thanks to our idiot fan for thinking you can just wrap it in one layer of bubble tape. You had to wrap each wing individually in bubble tape. You can't just wrap the whole thing in
You
bubble
have
tape.
to send it in like a
Yeah, you have to get
styrofoam.
They make those styrofoam
Yeah.
things that will like
Yeah.
mold to the size of it.
I don't know how he thought that was gonna
You
work.
needed to buy the two
Packing
things
peanuts.
and like carve out a little.
Yeah. It's gotta be stiff.
All right. Well, we got any super chats congratulating me on being so skinny?
290.
I mean, I'm just hovering at 290.
It's like fucking glass now.
I know. It's like actually dangerous. We have to throw all this shit out. Vito, how do you feel about the modding community? I don't give a shit. You're retarded. Who cares about any of that? Stop modding.
Call me by my name.
I want to thank all our members on YouTube. I want to thank our top supporters on Patreon. Let's take a look at that.
Oops.
Right
there.
Right there. There it is. No, wait. That's something
not
else. Hold on. Where the fuck? Oh, there it is.
Why are you scrolling around?
I don't know. Okay. There we go. The dickheads are
You're
destroying
getting
the
fucking
Vito
dominated.
files. Well, it is what it is. The fact that I have any Vito files is frankly a triumph. After all the shit I say on this show,
I can't believe this.
This is a disgrace. This is worse than at least 2 mother's milks.
I've never seen someone almost get raped over a computer.
I should not have done that.
Just making more of a mess.
I know, it's a huge mess.
Thanks to our sponsor,
I know it's .cash.
all-in-one.cash.
Don't forget you can get the app on Android as well as
All
iOS.
for one.
All for one. .cash.
.cash who thinks Gator is very inappropriate.
I want you guys
All for
to
one
win
.cash.
$10,000 and spend it on getting Gator banned from any public event.
I can't wait to read Gator's Medicare impression when he fucking insults me. Oh, no.
After that, honestly, there was like a period of time where I'm like, oh, this Gators guy is an asshole, you know? I hope he's not like tweeting, fucked it. And after that, I'm like, oh, I don't care about anything Gator says. Jesus Christ.
Well, you can just have a little anime avatar and he'll do whatever you want, I
Anytime
guess.
Gator tweets anything, please post that clip and go, hey, man, you got to learn how to talk to cartoons because this is a disgrace.
He doesn't care, though.
Does he not? I don't know.
No one who goes to that convention has any sort of
shame. Well, Gator's biggest disappointment is that he cannot become Mr. Medicare despite trying desperately.
Yeah.
He wants to be a Medicare-style personality, although he doesn't put in the work, but he just is not a good broadcaster.
That's so bad.
And then the cool black guy showed up, and immediately she heard.
Wow! Hey, oh my
it's
God!
Not a fat piece of shit.
Are there any
cosplay.
cops around? Oh, thank God, a black guy. There's definitely going to be cops
Definitely
around
cops
you.
watching you.
Whew.
I was
All
worried.
right.
Well, guys, we got a great show. BiggestProblem.show. Vote it up. Patreon.com/biggestproblem. Bonus episode next week. Probably going to be Biggest Problem in Prison.